Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome. It is Thursday, the 28th of September, and we are going to do some flying. We've got a lot in store tonight. Going to hopefully get 3 airports, maybe 4 down. There's some short flights in the middle here. Some stuff that looks like a lot of fun, and we're going to have a great opportunity to do some new things, see some new airports, and all of that. So, I'm going to go ahead and bring you into the cockpit here in just a moment, and we're going to talk about our first flight. Our first flight is going to be from Yuma, and we're going to be going to Ontario. So before we go into the cockpit, let's do a little bit of flight planning with SkyVector. So we're going to go, here's the plan that I've already worked out. We're going to look for KNYL. That's our departure airport. And we're going to Ontario, KONT. And we're going to be flying a neat little departure here, ARGUS. So we're going to fly Argus 3. No, that's not a 3. Let's try that again. There's our 3. Now we've lost Argus. ARGUS 3. There we go. To Argus GUS, and then we're going to go to IPL Victor 137, and we need a little space right there. Victor 137 to PSP. And then we're going to be doing Victor 388. And Victor 388 is going to take us all the way to PDZ, which is Paradise. So go ahead and hit enter on that. And this will give you a nice little look at our flight route. So we're going to come out of here, go up and around, and then end up at Paradise, and then up to Ontario. So that's our flight plan. We've got all of that ready to go. We are going to get one other thing open here. Paint 3D. Get this open. This is where we're going to do our craft information. So CRAFT. This will help us with our flight plan when we get online. Ontario route, we're going to be fine. And now we got to pick an altitude. So let's go back to our SkyVector real quick, and let's see if we can go world low, and let's take a look at what the MEAs are on this particular route. So we'll want to pick something high enough that we don't have any problems. That doesn't look like it's going to be a problem. 3,700 feet, 3,900 feet, 4,000, 9,500. Yeah, no big deal. Alright, we are headed, for the most part, we're headed to the western side of north. So, we are going to pick an even altitude. And I would say 16,000 feet. 16,000 feet seems like a good number for us. 16,000 in a certain number. And let's go over here to Yuma. Let's pull out some charts. We've got the charts for the airport. And going to see if I can bring up our little plane. There we are. So we're sitting over here at the FBO. There we go, that's better. So we're sitting over here on the FBO, and where the little purple triangle is, that's our plane. And we're going to need a SID of the Argus 3. So let's take a look at the Argus 3 departure. So the Argus 3 departure looks pretty straightforward. Depending on when we come off, we turn to a heading of 300 or 340, and then we get vectors to Argus, it looks like. Vectors to Argus. So, initial climb. Depending on our runway, we do different things. Turn 300, expect radar vectors to BZA. BZA is BARD. So expect radar vectors to BARD. Radial 255. So we'll want to make sure that we plug in, when we plug in our flight plan, we go BARD to Argus so that we can intercept the BARD to Argus radial 255. Simple stuff. Not a big deal for us. We can do that. And that's going to be our departure. Hey, Serious Gamer, welcome. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. We're going to be jumping into the plane here in just a second. Just making sure I have my flight plan ready to go. And once we get to Ontario, or once we get up in the air, we will figure out what Ontario looks like at that point. So, why don't we jump into the airplane, and let's get ready to fly. So, first things first, bring on some battery power, and let's go ahead and start our ground control unit, or ground power unit, I should say. Bring up the avionics, and we're flying the Epic E1000 tonight. So this is our plane of choice for these pilot challenges. It's an awesome little turboprop. It gets really good speed out of it, and yeah, it's just a lot of fun. A lot of fun to fly. So I'm going to go over to the Pilot Edge Center over here on my other monitor. I'm going to file a flight plan. We're going to file it IFR. We're going to be going November 143 Victor Tango. This is our call sign. And we are in Epic. We have slant Gulf. And we're going to say 250 true airspeed. And we're leaving out of KNYL, which is Yuma. And we're going to KONT, which is Ontario. 16,000 feet. I'm sure we could go higher, but this will give us a nice look at the ortho all the way through. Sorry you didn't want to stick around there, Serious Gamer. Hope you come back. Alright, so Argus 3, Argus IPL, Victor 137, PSP, Victor 388, and yeah, so there we go. All the way up to paradise. So we're good. We are good. Looks great. Everything checked. Let's go ahead and file the flight plan. Flight plan filed successfully. Excellent. All right. So there's that. And let's turn on some radios. And let's get ready to get out of here. Let's fly. So, I'm going to bring up my charts here for just a second. And we're going to pull up some information. So, the first things first. Yep, you guys can see the radio still. So, you'll be able to see those as I change them. So, UMA clearance is going to be 118.0. Oh, goodness gracious. So there's our clearance. Our ground is going to be 121. So we'll point niner. And it sounds like there's another 3 Victor Tango on the stream tonight. That's kind of interesting. He sounds like he's a Cessna. We're an Epica instead. So there's our ground. There's clearance. Let's go ahead and get our tower in, 119.1. And our departure frequency is going to be 125.55. So that's going to be our departure frequency. So we've got tower, departure, clearance, ground. UMA clearance, Epic 143 Victor Tango, IFR to Ontario. I think we're going to have to try that call again. Yuma clearance, Epic 143 Victor Tango, IFR to Ontario. I can see that I am transmitting.
Tower, Cessna Charlie, cleared runway 13 right, holding short at Charlie 1 for the south hangars.
I can see that I am transmitting.
32 Charlie, taxi to parking via Charlie
I am
Alpha.
not getting...
Cross extended on line runway 31 right.
So, let's see here.
Charlie Alpha, Cessna Charlie, thank you.
Let's see here. Preferences...
Epic 143 Tango.
Ah, yes. She did hear me. Okay. I was wondering there.
Palm Springs Tower, Navajo 3861 Quebec.
Sue Flyer, how you doing tonight? Welcome.
Departure.
Hope you're having a great night.
3861 Quebec, Palm Springs Tower. Wind 160.4, runway 13 correction. Runway 31 left, quick takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 31 left, 61 Quebec.
Feel free to ask if you got any questions. We're going Yuma to Ontario.
Bye, Sir Mike, thank you. Epic 3 Victor Tango. Clear to Ontario International Airport. Cargo 8 departure. Imperial transition. As filed. Climb via SID except maintain 5,000. Expect 16,000 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 125.55. Squawk 4724.
Cleared to Ontario, cargo, SID, Imperial transition, climb via SID, except maintain 5,000, expect 16,000, frequency 125.55, 4724. 3 Victor Tango.
November 143 Victor Tango. Read back correct and just double check the number there on the departure, make sure that's correct for you. Epic 3 Victor Tango is the cargo 8 departure, that's correct.
Roger, cargo 8, 143 Victor Tango.
Limerick Tower, 520 my Papa is clear to 7, going to signature.
Okay, so she's going to change up our departure. She doesn't want us on the Argus 3, she wants us on the cargo 8, and then the Imperial. So I didn't actually know what Imperial was yet, so we're going to go take a look. Imperial is over here.
Taxi signature via Bravo, Bravo 6, Charlie 6, Charlie.
So let's take a look at this.
Roger, taxi to signature via Bravo, Bravo 6, Charlie 6, Charlie, and cross 27 at Bravo 520 Mike Papa.
Okay,
San Bernardino Tower, Skyhawk 571, Juliet Alpha is holding short of runway 24.
Okay, so...
Hello, 386 Quebec, circuit departure, radar contact on the maintain 10,000.
Let's see here. All runways
Guardian 1 on hover taxi to parking via Delta for
Above
Atlantic
800,
Bravo on air.
everything
My name
to
is Quincy.
Bard,
And have a wonderful day.
and
Thank you,
then
appreciate that for Guardian 1-1, Delta Bravo for Guardian 1-1, appreciate it.
Bard to cargo, at or above 5,000, maintain 250 knots until
Gag 50, Bakersfield Airport's 12 o'clock and 16 miles reporting right.
maximum of 250 knots until Ogill. Okay.
37 Charlie Bravo, Kingman, altimeter 3000.
Torrance Towers, November 103, Victor Tango, 3 miles final.
So we can do this.
103
Not a
Victor Tango,
problem.
runway 29 right, clear to land.
So let's go ahead and get this all plugged in.
Clear
And
to land,
wind.
29 right.
So we're going up to
3
5,000.
Victor Tango.
29017.
160,
Tower,
160 knots.
holding short of
We'll do a climb rate of 800 feet to start. That'll be a nice climb rate to get out of here. And
Yeah, San Bernardino Tower, Skyhawk 5.
let's go ahead and get our flight plan plugged in. And let's go ahead and
571 Juliet Alpha, runway
get this out of the way.
San Bernardino Tower, on course approved.
So transponder
Runway 2.
code
4724.
Take off on 24, Skyhawk 571 Juliet Alpha.
And
Skyhawk 50
we'll
Mike.
go ahead and pop
Radar
that in.
services terminated. Keep your squawk code contact Bakersfield Tower 1.1.
And then map, flight plan. We'll insert our first waypoint, KNYL, Yuma. And then from there, she wants us on the cargo 8 departure, so we'll insert this departure. I don't know what runway we are going to use, not that it matters, but let's check out the weather real quick here in Yuma. So the weather is variable at 4 knots. When we were variable at 4 knots last week, when we were variable, we were landed at 2.6. So let's go ahead and put in 2.6 as our departing air thing. Cargo 8, Imperial transition, so that's good. We are good there. Once we have Imperial, then we can go to
November 85 Sierra Mike, 11 miles southwest with information Sierra inbound full stop.
This is going to be Victor 137.
Air 85 Sierra Mike, Bakersfield Tower, enter left base, runway 30 left, and report your climb.
Enter left base, report for 30
Papa Sierra
right.
Papa.
Skyhawk 5 Sierra Mike, runway gave you was runway 30 left. Would you like the right side instead?
No, happy with 30 left, 85 Sierra Mike, thank you.
Okay, and then we're going to insert another airway. And that airway is going to be
Torrance
Victor
Tower.
388.
103 Victor
To
Tango,
Paradise.
off active runway, holding at hotel, ready to taxi to the terminal.
6 1 Quebec
And
contacts
then
the
insert our
departure.
waypoint. Our waypoint is going to be KONT. And that's our final destination.
3861 Quebec.
So let's go to the plan.
They're good departure. Not sure if I
Let's take a look at this real
I might have
quickly.
missed your check-in. Sorry. Your radar contact climbing 1010.
So let's take a look, make sure that we have this 100%.
Roger.
And we'll bring up the chart here just so you guys can see it in context. Move
03
this.
Victor Tango taxi
over here.
parking via Alpha.
So,
Actually,
gonna go to
looks like you're on
BZ.
Hotel, yeah. Hotel Alpha taxi to parking via
Do
Hotel
not
Alpha. I mean, that's
exceed
15.
250 left or above 800 feet.
Taxi Hotel Alpha, 3 Victor at Tango, thank you.
And then to BZA, direct to BZA. We are then going to go to Slod. Yep. And Slod is at or above 3,600 feet. So I don't think we'll have any problem with any of that. All of it should be really quite straightforward. At or above 5,000, except for we've got to maintain 5,000, so we're going to go to 5,000, and then we'll make a left to Imperial. So yeah, everything here is really easy once we're above 800 feet. So let's one more time check the weather. 29878. So there we go.
Delivery out of here.
Unclear trip Alpha.
To Paradise and then up to
Los
Ontario.
Angeles delivery. Horizon 2600. Like to pick up by far to Monterey.
So let's go ahead and get the plane started. This should be fun. So
Horizon Air 2600.
First
Los
things
Angeles
first.
Clearance. Clear to
close
Monterey
down,
Airport.
fuel.
The Lady J2 departure course transition is filed. Climb via acidic set maintain 5,000.
Genevieve sounds like she's
Specified
feeling a
level
little
260
under the weather
after
tonight.
Departure. Departure
Some
frequency
fuel on.
125.2. Squawk 4366.
And let's go ahead and press that
Go to
start button.
Monterey, Lady J departure, course transition, and then climb via 6 at maintain 5,000, split 260 up to 10, departure 125.2, 4366 in the box for Horizon Air 2600.
Horizon Air 2600, read back correct.
Check engine.
Okay. We've got power. Brakes are holding.
Check engine.
Excellent, excellent. All of that's good. Looks good, looks good, looks good.
November 7, Charlie Bravo, contact Los Angeles Center, 134.65.
So we're going to be going direct to BZA. We're going to be making a left turn at 800 feet. And like I said, we have
Announced Ground King Air 10 Mike is at the
2978.
West General Aviation ramp, ready to taxi with the numbers.
King
2978.
10 Mike, Van Nuys ground, runway 16 right,
Fantastic.
taxi via Alpha Charlie.
16 right, Alpha Charlie, 10 Mike.
Alright, so here we go. Here we go. Let's do a little brake check. Make sure everything is good, and then we will get out of here. We'll call ground and get out of here. And brake check. Looks good.
57 window Alpha SoCal approach, squawk 4206 ident.
Pop on some weather radar. Starter gen
Number
is
127
on.
Charlie Bravo, Los Angeles Center, needles altimeter 2985.
Pressurize the plane. Fuel auto select on. Good, good, good. Don't need the pusher yet. High pressure air system. Everything looks
Mark 1
grand.
Juliet Alpha, you radar contact 6.5 miles west of San Bernardino Airport. Ontario altimeter 2983.
And
Sky 50 Mike, I have you in sight, runway 30 left, clear to land, wind 2, correction, wind 320 at 11.
850 Mike, clear land 30 left.
alright. So let's go to our moving maps. See where we are here on the airport. And make sure that we know where we're going to go. So let's make a left turn. Should be able to get us out here to the runway out in this direction. Alright, and let's see what runway she gives us here.
Number 61 Quebec, contact Los Angeles Center 128.6.
Yuma ground, Epic 143 Victor Tango at the West FBO, ready to taxi with the weather.
3861 Quebec, Los Angeles Center. Palm Springs altimeter is still closest for you, 2981. Epic 143 Victor Tango, Yuma ground. See, runway 17, taxi via Zulu. Hold short, runway 26 at Zulu.
Taxi via Zulu to 17, hold short 26, 143 Victor Tango. Okay, so she gave us a slightly different departure here. So we're gonna have to look at that. So she wants us at or above 1,000 feet, 17. Pull this back a little bit. 17, at or above the left direct turn to BCA. Okay. So
Venice Tower, King Air 10 Mike, holding short, runway 16 right at Charlie, ready for departure.
we just have to.
King 10 Mike Nice Tower. Runway 16 right, clear for takeoff.
No big deal.
And wind. Actually, winds have actually shifted out of the northwest. Wind 29008, gust 14. You still able over my 16 right?
Here we go. So 168 degrees is our runway heading, 168. So we'll plug that in initially. And here is Zulu right here. So we'll make a left-hand turn.
Mike, looks like the winds have actually shifted on us. They're now out of the northwest, 29008, gust 14. Are you good for runway 16 right, or would you like a back taxi?
Make sure our wing doesn't hit that. There we go.
Okay, 50 Mike, exit right on Echo. Taxi to Parker via Alpha, cross runway 30 right at Echo this frequency.
Yeah.
Sorry, say again, 550 Mike.
Sky 50 Mike, cross runway 30 at Echo, taxi to Parker via Alpha, then remain this frequency.
Cross 30 right at Echo, then taxi to parking via Alpha for 850 Mike, thank you.
Okay.
Number 50 Mike, it's a pass for the Cat 5.
Thank you very much, 550 Mike.
Here 10 Mike, Van Nuys Tower, how do you read?
Yuma ground, Epic 143 Victor Tango, holding short 26.
Number 143 Victor Tango, contact Tower.
Over to tower, 3 Victor Tango. Yuma Tower, Epic 143 Victor Tango, good evening, holding short, runway 26.
127 Charlie Bravo, radar services terminated, squawk bar frequency change approved, and have a pleasant rest of your evening.
I think I was stepped on there. We'll see what
Epic
happens.
143 Victor Tango, Yuma Tower, cross runway 26 at Zulu, runway 17, clear for takeoff. Wind variable at 4.
Cross runway 26, runway 17, cleared for takeoff. 3 Victor Tango. Make sure, let's just make sure really quickly that nobody is coming. I don't see anybody in either direction, so we look good there. And let's go ahead and get out of here. Pop on some.
Kilo 10 Mike, Van Nuys Tower, heady read.
Van Nuys ground, King Air 10 Mike. Sorry, somehow I muted the mic there. Sorry about that. Holding short of the runway, request taxi back for a different runway for 10 Mike.
Kilo 10 Mike, are you able to make a 180 there?
I'm sorry, say again, 10 Mike.
Kilo 10 Mike, are you able to make a 180 there on the taxiway to rejoin Alpha southbound?
Roger, I can make a 180 to rejoin Alpha for 10 Mike.
Okay.
Kilo 10 Mike,
Out of
runway
beta mode.
34 left. Taxi to Alpha and
Autopilot
Romeo.
engage.
Oops. That's not what I
34
wanted.
left, Alpha Romeo,
Brakes
10
off.
Mike. Sorry about hitting that mute button. I didn't realize I did it, man. Thank you.
No problem. It's an easy fix. Thanks for that.
Up we go. Vertical speed. Autopilot
engage.
on. Going up to 1,000 feet. Push the power forward. .800 feet. Going to be starting our left turn here shortly. 1,000 feet. Left turn.
Epic 3 Victor Tango, contact departure, see ya.
Over to departure. Have a great night. 3 Victor Tango. Yuma departure, Epic 143 Victor Tango, 2,800 to 5,000 on the cargo weight.
Air 555 Delta, correction, Whiskey Delta, Torrance Ground, Air 555, stand by if you have a request.
Hey, good evening, everybody. I'm just getting up out of Yuma here. Let's make sure our gear is up.
Gear up.
Yep, flaps up. We'll start gaining some speed and some altitude.
Epic 143 Victor Tango, Yuma departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 16,000.
Up to 16,000, 3 Victor Tango.
Navajo 3861 Quebec, contact circle approach 124.35.
Okay, up we go. We're going to get to 16,000 really quick, and then we'll level off. We'll set some airspeeds and all of that stuff, and then we'll get out and look around the scenery. So, welcome. If you just joined me, we're departing out of Yuma.
Approaching waypoint.
And
861 Quebec SoCal. Good evening, Limburg altimeter 2985, and you can expect the visual approach from 827. Just let me know if you'd like something else.
we're heading for Ontario.
571 Juliet Alpha advising you have the Almonte Airport safe. The altimeter there 2984.
Hey, good evening, Christine. Welcome. Glad to have you on the flight tonight.
1 Juliet Alpha, Reg.
We're just first flight. We're just leaving Yuma, and yeah, so it should be a great flight. It's picking up right where we left off last night or on Tuesday night, and it sounds like we've got Goldsy working again here. That's what it sounds like, anyway. I don't know if he's just filling in. Was talking to I think that's supposed to be a Kappa, right? Where in Ontario, Canada am I flying to in this little plane? Yeah, not going to make that. Not enough fuel. Up we go. Going to go up to about 16,000 here. Didn't want to go too high. Wanted to be able to see the scenery. So how are you doing tonight? The Kappas are evil. Yeah, I know it is. After Tuesday, we know you use that emoticon entirely too much. So how are you? How have you been for the last 2 days?
2600 LA ground. Good evening. Just check your transponder code, squawk 4366, and that's you on the Charlie 7 alleyway there, is it? Rise 2600, roger, 25 right taxi via Charlie 7 Bravo.
Fuel tank switched.
You use it exactly as many times as you expect to use it. And there's a quote in there somewhere. I'm just not quite getting it. A Lord of the Rings movie quote. Something about arriving
555 Whiskey Delta Torrance ground.
exactly when you intend.
Right, taxi via Juliet, squawk 3763.
I don't know if you could hear that, but my wife just rattled that quote off. You just got off work. Awesome. I was hanging out with Chili
5 Whiskey Delta, Roger, squawk.
just a second before, or just before I flew off. Oh, no worries, no worries. Make dinner. What are you making?
571 Juliet Alpha, radar services are terminated. Squawk VFR, contact El Monte Tower 121.2.
That's the exact quote that she just rattled off. Yes, a wizard is never late, Frodo Baggins, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. I think that's an
571 Juliet Alpha, El Monte Tower, good evening. On our left, downwind runway 19er. You are clear to land. The wind 250 at 8, gust 15.
I think you use the tongues out emoticon precisely as often as you need to.
210 vectors for the airport.
So let's take a look outside here. Fried chicken and potatoes. I made burgers.
What's Sierra Mike Van Nuys Tower, wind 2908, gust 14, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff.
Uh-oh, sim stutter. Okay, everything's fine. Made bacon cheeseburgers, bacon Swiss cheeseburgers, and a really nice salad with a champagne vinaigrette dressing. That was dinner tonight. For us. For my wife and I. It was good, too. Alright, coming up to cargo here. And then we're going to make a left-hand turn.
3861, Quebec, descend and maintain 6,000.
It's fake chicken? I'm intrigued and curious.
Approaching waypoint.
Is it like vegan chicken? Ah, okay. Soy chicken. Alright.
320 Juliet Kilo San Luis ground, roger, and you ready for taxi?
I can't say that I've ever had soy chicken before.
320 Juliet Kilo, roger, I have your request for the Cat 3 runway 29er, taxi via Alpha.
Ah, vegetarian. Okay. I used to live with a vegetarian when I was in just after college. I learned how to make some very good vegetarian meals.
SoCal departure.
I make a crazy, crazy good vegetarian black bean soup. Used to have it all the time in the winter with fresh homemade bread. Can't go wrong. Really, really good. Nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that.
That's 2600 LA Tower, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff, wind 240 at 10.
Does your husband help you or mock you?
Approaching waypoint.
Good luck, we're all counting on you.
I missed what we were counting on people for. I want to know now. Split pea soup. I've tried split pea soup. I prefer lentils to split pea, personally. I like lentils with a little dollop of sour cream in the middle. Tasty stuff. Don't do soup so much anymore, especially not those thick soups. It's too hot down here for a heavy soup like that.
For 555 Whiskey Delta, Torrance Tower, make a right crosswind departure, runway 29 right, clear for takeoff, wind 290 at 17.
Well, at least he tries. At least he tries. I don't know if I could do that. But I think I would try if my wife had to go vegetarian for health reasons. I think I would try to not eat meat in front of her. I would try. And she just pointed out that she does have a seafood allergy, and I do that for seafood. So I don't eat seafood. So. Oh man. We're getting into that farmland. What a beautiful view, and just high enough to pick up some of these little clouds. It's going to be fun to fly through these. So when we when we first
Rise 2600 connects SoCal.
planned this flight, we got set up to go on the Argus
3861 Quebec,
on an
turn
Argus
right, heading
departure.
270 descend and maintain 5000.
The Argus departure, let me bring up the charts here real quick. We'll just hide the plane for a second. So we were going to do an Argus departure, which was basically BZA straight to Argus to straight to Imperial, which was pretty easy. She changed us over to the Cargo 8 departure, which is fine. It was just as easy. There's no big deal to do that. But if you look at it,
Route 571 Juliet Alpha, Roger, taxi Alpha to the ramp. You can remain this frequency.
Yes, it is.
Pass for the Cat 7.
Yes, it is. Same farm area. So we took off down here, and we went up to all the way up to Cargo, and now we're ending up all the way back at Argus. I didn't really need to go all the way up and over. Really could have just taken a left and it would have been just fine.
Delta, Roger, can I call Power 121.1?
Thank you again for the host, Christine. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I don't know why the host thing didn't work. Let me...
Horizon 2600 SoCal departure, radar contact, direct Malibu, climb
something is not working there. My host link is not working.
Kilo San Luis Tower, left close traffic, approved, report to midfield.
I've got to fix that.
Runway 29 clear for takeoff.
Give me just a second. Because that's got to work. You can't have that not working. So let's
3861 Quebec, turn right 10 degrees, descend and maintain 4000.
We're going to add this here, add a web page. And we'll put that kind of up there in that corner. All right, let's go ahead and try this again. Let's see if this works on this page now.
For 555 Whiskey Delta Hollow Tower Giddy.
There it is.
Route northbound, remain
Thank you,
outside
Christine.
the Los
Really
Angeles
appreciate it.
Bravo airspace. LA altimeter 285 and report 3 miles south of Hawthorne.
Gotta make sure that I have this on the sim page too. And okay, I hate to do this. I'm going to have to go to the large charts here for just a second. And we'll go ahead and put this in here real quick, and then we'll pop right back. We'll just pop that right in there. And we'll drag it down here. There we go. All right, back to the sim. Awesome. And, Puck. I missed yours too. I didn't see your follow, but thank you very much, Puck, for the follow. Hope you're having a great night. Feel free to say hi. Is it loud? I don't actually. It sounds pretty balanced in mine, but just consider it's waking you up. I'll look to see if I can adjust the audio somehow. I don't have the alerts are a tad loud. Okay. Well, I may have to work that out at some point later on. I don't know how to adjust the volume on those individually at this point. So, although I don't suspect unless Chili raids me that it'll be a problem.
Visual approach from a 27.
So
Horizon 2600 connects SoCal approach 134.2.
Is that for me? Of course you may.
Flaps over Spain.
Horizon 2600 SoCal, good evening. Climb and maintain 17,000.
My flaps are not supposed to be down. What is going on?
20 Juliet Kilo, roger, runway 29 cleared for the option.
I use the... that's a great question. I will look that up for you in just a second. I do not use the default. I use an add-on overlay. Give me just 1 second.
555 Whiskey Delta, thanks. Contact LA Tower now, 119.8.
One second, looking it up. So I use HD Global Scenery 3 for my overlays. And then I use X-Plane or Ortho for
Number
XP11.
555 Whiskey Delta LA Tower, good evening. Ident, and you are cleared through the Bravo airspace when you're at northbound 2500 LA altimeter 2985.
Tap your foot at me. I already answered. You're just in the stream delay.
Whiskey Delta, roger, radar contact now 4 south of the Los Angeles airport.
Ground system 118 Echo Tango, I copy.
Yeah, 118 Echo Tango, it's 5x5.
Sir.
Rise 2600, connect LA Center 133.55.
I feel like I should get a frequency change off of the departure frequency somewhere at some point here.
Los Angeles Center, November 579 Whiskey Alpha for level 240 smooth.
Yeah, 2 aircraft call at once, sir. 579 Whiskey Alpha, LA Center, good evening. And who else was calling?
I do use Bing as my source, yes. I use Bing as my
Roger,
source. Zoom level 17. Yeah, I'm going to. As soon as I get a second.
Three 3861 Quebec, Lemberg Tower, runway 27, clear to land, wind 270 at 7. That's 2600 LA Center, roger, so far so good, climb and maintain flight level 260.
Yuma departure, Epic 143, Victor Tango. Just want to make sure I didn't miss a frequency change.
3 Victor Tango, you did not. I do have one for you now, though. Contact LA Center 128.6.
128.6. Good evening.
Good evening.
One 128.6. Los Angeles Center, Epic 143, Victor Tango, level 6000.
143 Victor Tango, LA Center, roger, the Imperial altimeter 2978.
2978. I so want to just wisecrack him about the Imperial altimeter thing. I'm too well behaved sometimes.
Echo Tango San Luis ground rate 200.
Yeah, if he was here, I definitely, I'd definitely crack wise. But you know, I mean, he's not wrong. It's not like we're in Europe and we're using inches of mercury or anything.
571 Juliet Alpha, El Monte ground, runway 19er, taxi via Alpha Charlie.
So you were saying
320 Juliet Kilo, roger, runway 29er cleared for the option.
I'm gonna have to see if I can find that overlay. Yeah, let me post a link for you. I got that. It's not a problem. Hang on. So here you go. There is the link to the HD Mesh Scenery version 3. It's super easy to use. You just download it, put it into your stuff, and then you've just got to go. You just download the individual areas that correspond with your ortho.
3861 Quebec Raj, you can taxi to the ramp via Charlie and remain this frequency. We'll see you later.
I will say that you also will run into some flickering roads and stuff sometimes, especially at the big highways. You'll see some flickering on them. It just sort of is what it is. But, yeah, I like it. Oh, look at that. Look at that. There's a little... Got some boats and stuff down here. That's a... What the hell is a fishing trawler doing in...
Approaching
118 Echo Tango, Roger, hold short, traffic short line.
What the hell is that doing in a lake? I mean, it's a big lake.
555 Whiskey Delta leaving the Bravo airspace. Radar services terminated. Connect Santa Monica Tower 120.1.
Yeah, Christine, I'm pretty sure that's an aircraft carrier. I doubt it's doing fishing.
Echo Tango, runway 29 line up and wait. 1 Juliet Alpha, Money Tower, right turn on course approved. Runway 19 clear for takeoff. Wind 200 at 5.
Yeah, that's an aircraft carrier, for sure. We have an aircraft carrier in the lake. I think the Navy has lost one.
555 Whiskey Delta, Santa Monica Tower, good evening, northbound, transition approved, maintain VFR. LA altimeter 2985, you can resume on navigation.
I am going to guess a very, very large launch ramp. I mean, seriously, look at that. It is a full-fledged aircraft carrier steaming away in the middle of a lake. I mean, it's a big lake. It really is. It really is. I'm kind of curious what lake this is. So we are flying over a military area. So there is a MOA in this area.
Approaching waypoint.
But I don't think it's got aircraft carriers in it.
Number 5 Whiskey Delta, frequency change approved.
This is the Salton Sea.
Number 118 Echo Tango, make left close traffic, report midfield downwind each time, runway 29 clear for takeoff.
Oh, that was funny. That was too funny. How often do you get to fly a sim, see an aircraft carrier in a lake? Oh, it's gone. All right. I see your test.
.555 Whiskey Delta Van Nuys Tower, good evening, make straight in runway 34 left and report 3 mile final.
Hey Griggsy, welcome. Welcome to the stream. How are you? Hope you're doing well. It's Thursday night. We're having a good old time. You just missed the aircraft carrier in the lake? That's no problem, Christine.
Roger, runway 29 cleared for the option.
No problem at all. We are flying, this is the Epic E1000. We are flying from Yuma up to Ontario. And in fact, I probably ought to, we're about halfway there. I probably ought to start thinking about how I am going to land in Ontario. So let's check the weather. It's 280 degrees, 15 knots, few clouds at 25,000, clear 10 miles, altimeter 2984. So we're going to land, winds at 280, so we're going to land with that, which means the Ontario airport probably means we're going to land on the 26s. So either 26 right or 26 left.
48 Echo Tango, Roger. My 200 cleared for the option number 2, traffic a half a mile final. It's a Skyhawk.
So let's take a look at our approaches for runway 26 right. All kinds of options on there. ILS, RNAV, all of those sorts of things. So Paradise, we can do the localizer approach. That will make life really super easy. Yeah.
555 Whiskey Delta, runway 34 left, clear to land, wind 290 at 8.
Yep, we can take the ILS or localizer approach for 26. For either of the 26s. 26 left or 26 right. Either one is just fine. So, where are we going to park? General aviation parking off of Foxtrot or Papa looks good, so we've got options. We're going to park on the south side, though. Parking on the south side. USS misplaced. Oh, goodness gracious. USS misplaced. That is funny, Christine. I like that very much. By the way, if you guys have any questions, feel free to jump in, ask us, feel free to ask me questions. We're flying around the Southern California area, and we're on the Pilot Edge network. The voice that you keep hearing, the gentleman, is my air traffic controller. He's a great guy. Occasionally pops into the streams. Yeah, so we enjoy flying with them. And yeah, we're probably about 15 or 20 minutes from our final destination. Although we probably need to slow it down just a little bit in order to do some of the approaches. Because we're doing about 300 knots true right now, is what we're sitting at. And we're at 16,000 feet.
Five Whiskey Delta, Roger. Alpha to the ramp. You can remain this frequency. We'll talk to you on the way up.
Going to be about 10,000 feet down. And it's going to be about 30 miles. Let's take a look if he can get us any lower in this area.
Red 20 Juliet Kilo, runway 29 clear to land.
Let's take a look real quick. And so let me bring up what I'm looking at for you. So here's the charts. And what I'm looking at is we're at the Palm Springs VOR here. Or we're on our way to the Palm Springs VOR. We're almost right here. Sorry, up here. So 9,500 all the way until we get to... Get a little closer there. Atkins. Once we get Atkins, we can begin our descent down to 5,000. ACINS. So once we reach this point here, we can drop to 5,000.
Approaching waypoint.
Okay, that's good to know.
Great Echo Tango, Roger, runway 29er cleared for the option. Number 2, following a Skyhawk 1 mile final.
Alright, so making that left-hand turn. And I am going to insert, let's pop this up, I'm going to insert an arrival here. Actually, I don't know which one we're going to do yet, 26 right or 26 left, so I'm actually going to hold off on that. It won't be a big deal to get that entered in a moment. USS misplaced. The name of the aircraft carrier. Oh, goodness gracious. Just tickles the funny bones. Alright, so we just want to keep an eye on Atkins and start looking for our descent down to Paradise, because we want to get down to about 5,000. Oh no, man, that's awesome. Absolutely hilarious. Made my day. So let's take a look real quick.
320 Juliet Kilo, Roger, taxi Alpha to the ramp. You can remain this frequency. That's a pass for the Cat 3.
Tower is going to be 120 or 120.6. Let's go ahead and get that set up. 120.6. This is Ontario Tower, so we'll get that set up in our second radio. We're going to have one more frequency changed here pretty shortly, I would think. Before to SoCal approach is what I'm guessing. I'm guessing. $277. And we should pick up what the I guess I can't set the ILS until
Fuel tank switched. Approaching waypoint.
Horizon 2600, connect Oakland Center 127.45. So yeah. 143 Victor Tango, descend and maintain 1000, connect SoCal approach 135.4.
down to 1000 and over to SoCal approach 135.4. 3 Victor Tango. One 135.4. Let's go ahead and pull back on our speed here a little bit. We don't need to be going this fast any longer. We're into our descent. SoCal approach. Epic 143 Victor Tango. 15,000 for 1000.
143 Victor Tango, SoCal, good evening. The Ontario altimeter 2984, expected visual approach, runway 26 left.
26 left, 3 Victor Tango.
Great Echo Tango with 29 cleared for the option.
Well, that was interesting. We decided to go down really, really fast. Something went wonky with the autopilot there for a second. We decided to take a quick dive. We just really wanted to get down to 1,500 or 11,000 really quickly, I guess. Something like that. My plane seems very talkative. Yeah, it's I've got it turned way down, but it does tell me things like minimums and when we're approaching certain transition points and all of that. So, yeah, it talks quite a bit. Yeah. Well, you know, aircraft carriers have submarines with them. So I thought I'd just, dive. God, that's corny. I'm sorry, everyone. I apologize. I am so sorry for that. That's a terrible joke.
143 Victor Tango, vectors for the airport, now turn right heading 280, descend and maintain 5,000.
Turn right 280, descend 5,000, 3 Victor Tango. Heading 280 and down to 5,000. Negative 1,500. That did not work. 1500 negative, enter, vertical speed. Down we go. So he's taking me off the approach that I was expecting. That's okay, not a problem.
Approaching waypoint.
Not a problem at all. Yeah. I only speak a very little Dutch. I don't speak German. I mean a very little Dutch. Like I say 3 things. And 3 of those things are probably the same word. Oh, goodness gracious.
Great Echo Tango, roger, taxi Alpha to the ramp. You can remain this frequency.
I spent a little time in Munich for Oktoberfest, about a week. And so I learned Dunkelbier. So, I asked for a dark beer. Yeah, dark beer is what it stands for there. Versus a light beer or a lemonade and beer mixed together, which they do serve. And quite frankly, it's also very tasty. Mixing lemonade and real Oktoberfest beer, not the stuff that we have here in the United States that's all like spiced up and, full of everything else. You would think, but it actually goes pretty well together. We tried it. We had to. So Ontario is going to be about 10 or 15 miles, just sort of this way over here somewhere. There it is right there. That's the airport. Nice big airport, easy to see. vodka and lemonade. A tried and true classic, if I've ever heard of one. We got time. We got time. Go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and slow down some more here.
555 Whiskey Delta, Van Nuys ground, Roger, runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha Romeo.
Gonna slow down even more. No 250 knot landing attempts today. We're going to try to be just a little better than that. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to those who are just joining us. We're getting ready to land at Ontario, Canada. There's the airport right there.
143 Victor Tango, descend and maintain 4,000.
Descend and maintain 4,000. 3 Victor Tango. And SoCal approach 3 Victor Tango does have the airport in sight.
143 Victor Tango, Roger, clear visual approach from a 26 left.
26 left, 3 Victor Tango. So we're going to go over here on the left-hand side. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and take the autopilot off. We'll
Flaps over Spain.
Oh, still? Come on. We'll trim the plane out here a little bit, nose down, so it doesn't fight me so much.
Traffic.
That traffic is behind me, so I should be fine. I should say.
For 555 Whiskey Delta, certainly go ahead.
Did I say
conflict?
Yeah, 5 Whiskey Delta, I'll get you a squawk code on the way.
I thought I said Ontario, California. Are you sure, Christine? Or are you just messing with me? I don't know. If anybody else wants to confirm what they heard, please go ahead. I can pull the tapes. It's all right. We are landing in Ontario, California. Go ahead and pull the... Landing on 26 left.
For 5 Whiskey Delta, squawk 1512.
Look like we're still a little high.
And 5 Whiskey Delta, the departure frequency will be 134.2.
All the way back.
Epic 3 Victor Tango, connect Ontario Tower 120.6.
120.6, 3 Victor Tango. Ontario Tower, Epic 143 Victor Tango, 26 left visual.
Epic 143 Victor Tango, Ontario Tower, good evening, wind 270 to 15, runway 26 left, clear to land.
26 left, clear to land, 3 Victor Tango. None of those stutters. You know, I don't know much. I haven't met or talked to your husband here, but what I know of him seems like a good guy. I'm just saying. All right, we're a little low, giving it some power. Full flaps. Gears down. Clearance received. 26 left identified. we're going to land. Here we go. And we're down. Beta mode. Keep it on the runway. And we'll take this high speed right here off to the left. Ontario Tower, 3 Victor Tango, clear of 26 left at Tango for general aviation on the south.
3 Victor Tango, roger. Sierra to the ramp. You can remain this frequency. We'll see you later.
Sierra to the ramp, and with you, and we'll see you in just a minute. 3 Victor Tango. Alright, folks. You know, there's nothing wrong with Overwatch. Big fan of Overwatch, big fan of Blizzard games in general. PUBG is something I don't understand, but I'm glad people like and it's fun. Alright, so let's bring up the moving map so we can see where we are here on the airport. Here's our chart. So there we are. We're the little pink triangle there. And we're going to pull off left onto Papa here and go park for just a second. We're going to fill out a little paperwork, and then we're going to get out of here. We're going to do another quick little flight. And I do mean a quick little flight. The next flight is only 9 nautical miles. So it's probably going to take us longer to get out of here than it will to actually fly it. And then we're going to do another one after that. So we've got lots more flying to go. Just got to get over here and park so that we can do that. I could just walk. It would be more efficient and faster. No questions asked. Unfortunately, this is what the Alphabet Challenge requires us to do. So we're probably just going to fly VFR over there and call it a day. That way we don't have to do too much. So we're going to go over here to the right hand side, off the movement area, and we'll park it up right over here. And I'll park it up facing the runway, just in case anybody else in the PE world decides to take off or land while we're getting ready. So there we go. Brakes, power the airplane down, and let's go ahead and get the generator started. And for the moment, we'll open the doors. Pull some luggage out. There we go. Got the luggage, got the bags. We have our crazy, weird, long shadows. That's awesome. Alright, so I'm going to do a quick pilot edge thing where I file that I did the flight and that I have arrived. And I have to submit my flight. So give me just 1 second here while I do this over here on this other screen. There is still paperwork, even in virtual aviation. It's not that much, though. Not that much at all. All right, so now that is done, we are good to go. So our next flight going to flip over here. We're going to pop over. This is Papa. And so here's our next flight. Here's our next flight. So just FYI, I'm having a little bit of a problem with my viewer list and who's showing up. So if I miss you, if I don't say hi to you, just say hi to me in chat. Welcome. Questions are welcome. We're here to have a little fun and learn together and do all of this stuff. So not a big deal. Let's take a look at some charts though, real quick. And so I'm going to make the charts nice and big so that we can see them. This is where we're headed. This is bracket. So bracket is a 2-6 right and 2-6 left. So not going to be any problem with our landing there. That's going to be super easy. We are in the Ontario Charlie right now, so we're going to have to depart. And what we're going to do is we're probably going to depart up to the north here, and then come back around and land down here, all under VFR. James, I will help if I can. Is it a Pilot Edge ATC? And welcome, by the way, James. I hope you're having a good night. So I'm going to get this set up while you ask your question there, James, and we'll see what we can do.
Van Nuys Tower, Skyhawk 555 Whiskey Delta, holding short 34 left.
555 Whiskey Delta Van Nuys Tower, make a left crosswind departure, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff, the wind 290 at east.
Make a left crosswind departure, 555 Whiskey Delta.
We are not going to attempt to file an IFR plan between these two airports. I think Goldsy would shoot me if I tried to do that. The ATC that comes with XP11, the ATC menu doesn't pop up when you hit the ATC button. I can get the airport information such and such on the frequency. I can't request anything from ATC. No, you're right. You cannot request anything from ATC in X-Plane. It goes off of... Yeah, I should totally put it in the SID and the star. Oh, goodness gracious. So, the ATC in X-Plane 11 by itself is terrible. It goes completely off of the flight plan that you file. And so, I don't know that I can even bring it up. I think I've disabled it entirely. But if you bring... Yeah, I've disabled it entirely. So I can't even bring it up for you. But when you're sitting at the ramp, it'll ask you to file a flight plan. And then it will just do whatever that flight plan says. There's really no way to request anything from ATC. In my experience, it just brings up the text box and you can't type in it. So when it brings up the text box for me, I had to press the File a Flight Plan button first to start with. And that was what it allowed. So there was a set of buttons that you could do. And let me see if I can bring up my settings menu here real quick. We'll try to help out if we can. I don't even remember. I haven't used the ATC in X-Plane in a very long time, so I'm not even sure where it is, to be honest, anymore. Yep, thank you very much, Christine. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's not the taxi arrows. I don't really want... I'll have to turn those off here in just a second, but let me see if that will bring up... Yeah, it's not It's not even letting. I can't even toggle the window right now. I have disabled ATC. Just a text box that says nothing. Huh. Yeah, that's a good one, James. I'm sorry. I honestly don't know the answer to that. As you can tell, I've basically disabled my ATC because I fly here on Pilot Edge. The other thing so if you really want ATC, there's two networks basically that are available for you: Pilot Edge and VATSIM. VATSIM uses controllers who are enthusiasts, just like we are. Pilot Edge uses professional controllers. My personal experience, I don't mind paying a little bit for a professional controller. To each their own. I know that flying is expensive already in an X-plane.
For 555 Whiskey Delta connects SoCal approach 134.2.
Christine is saying there's also X-Life.
555 Whiskey
Thank you,
Delta.
Christine. I haven't actually heard of that. And then I've also heard of FS Cloud, although I haven't heard any ATC with FS Cloud. But I will say, I wouldn't waste too much time trying to get your ATC in X-plane to work. My understanding is that it is
Whiskey Delta SoCal approach. Good evening, LA
just
altimeter 2985, and you're looking for the coastal route, correct?
It's just atrocious. It's not actually going to help you any.
5 Whiskey Delta, Roger. For now, remain outside the Los Angeles.
You're just going to get yourself into trouble with it. It doesn't actually act like ATC.
At 5,500.
My experience was okay. No ATC with that. Thank you, Christine. My experience with the ATC is it just kept telling me to do whatever I said I was going to do. So it would tell me to climb to 34,000 feet, and damn it, that's what it wanted me to do. And it generated a bunch of noise, but I'd recommend looking into either VATSIM or Pilot Edge. My preference is Pilot Edge.
Tower says 978 Alpha Papa, mic check.
Yeah.
Alpha Pop, it's 5x5.
When I say it's not good, I would avoid it at all costs if possible. At least that's been my experience. So anyway, here's our next flight. We do need to file a VFR flight plan so the Pilot Edge network can track us. I can't actually get any closer, but this is where we're going. We're going from Paradise here. We're going over to Brackett. And so what I'm thinking is we're going to come up here. We'll fly up along these mountains for a little bit just to get up out of here. And then we'll come swing down. We'll get down under 2,700 feet so that we are below this Charlie shelf. And we'll call Brackett on our way in. So that's my plan. That's what I'm thinking I am going to do. And I didn't put the charts back up again, so let me do that again. So here's where we're starting. This is Paradise, Ontario. So we're going to take off. We're going to turn right. We're going to fly up here under VFR. We're just going to do our own thing for a second. Turn around, come right down, and then we'll land. We'll call Brackett Tower. We'll stay under 2,700 feet. So 2,600 or less. And we will stay out of the Ontario Charlie shelf, this outer shelf, and we'll land at Brackett. So that will be our plan. Have a great night, James, and thanks for stopping by. All right, so let's go ahead and get that flight plan filed. We're going to file a VFR flight plan November 143 Victor Tango. We're going to do this in our Epic because that's what we are. And KONT to K POC. And our cruising altitude, we'll just say it's like We're headed, let's just say 3,500. My cruising altitude is my feet could push, we could Flintstone this thing. No, I'll just put in 3,500. They can't actually see any of this stuff. And as long as you stay below 3,500, you're fine. Alright, so file a flight plan. And let's take a look at our charts here. So we need Ontario, and we need to make sure that we're talking to the right people, because I can't talk to ground anymore. So let's bring up the airport info. And I'm going to bring up the bracket info as well and make sure that I have their taxi chart all set up. I do, in fact. I'm also going to grab an approach chart just to make sure that I have it. Hey, good evening, Chili. How are you, sir? What happened to Christine's messages? Oh my goodness. It just says all message deleted. What happened there? Good evening, sir. How are you? Welcome to the stream. We're doing a 9 nautical mile flight tonight, and your bot is what happened. Oh my goodness. But it goes all the way back to every message you posted tonight. I don't understand. Oh man.
555 Whiskey Delta, thanks. Now cleared to the Los Angeles Bravo airspace. Coastal route southbound at 5,000.
I thought I fixed that. I thought I fixed that. I will try to fix that again here later tonight, guys. My apologies. Oh, no way, man. I love the chili E1000s. I have one myself. All right, so we're going to get out of here before I get myself into trouble. See, I fixed the link from last time. I am just a terribly bad streamer, so I've got to get better. I will fix the post next time. All right, so Chili, do you see the charts, buddy? What do you think? How do they look? It's the first time you've seen them. All right, let's get this plane started up. All right, go ahead and start the plane here. I do not need all these lights on at the moment.
Check engine.
Oh, that sounds good. I love it when I start with the doors open. It just sounds good. Let's go ahead and close those doors though now. I'm gonna have to close those before we take off. All right, plane is sealed. 3500. We've got tower over here. I need clearance on 118.1, so should be real super simple to get there. Okay, take off with extra wing. That extra lift when I leave my gear down. Talk about being a better streamer. 75 of the people have like 1 to 2 viewers in the FSX category have streams with worse video quality than freaking E10 Maverick. Damn. Well, thank you very much, Chili. I appreciate it. It is, I have a lot of good internet, and I make use of it. So let's go ahead and give these guys a call. Let's get out of here, and let's see here.
555 Whiskey Delta, connect SoCal approach 134.9er.
I'm not sure I remember exactly how to do this, to be completely honest. So we'll give it a try here. Ontario clearance, Epic 143 Victor Tango, Epic E1000, looking for a VFR departure to the north.
For 555 Whiskey Delta, SoCal approach, good evening, LA altimeter 2985. Epic 143 Victor Tango, roger, you just heading over to Brackett area?
Yes, sir, we are. We're going to go out to the north, fly around for a little bit, and then come back in under the shelf. 3 Victor Tango.
3 Victor Tango, roger. Just connect Ontario ground when you're ready for taxi. No need for a squawk code to head over to Brackett.
Very good. Thank you very much, 3 Victor Tango. All right. Let's, in fact, make sure that we're not actually squawking our code from last time. So let's go ahead and plug in VFR on that. Definitive winner of the Battle of the Sims. Oh, that was such a clickbait title, Chili, and you knew it when you posted it. It was awesome. By the way, man, you've been raking in the viewers. You have been absolutely crushing it. Alright, so what's ground on? Tower is 120.6. I got that in the secondary radio. Ground is 121. Alright, let's go over to 121.9er. Alright, I'm going to delete this flight plan out just so that I don't need it, because I don't need it anymore. Insert a waypoint. Needs food, and if I find a good way to... You have, man. It's not... it's a compliment. You've been doing great. I saw you the other day. You were up at like 71 viewers or something like that. It was amazing. I was super happy for you. So we're going to Ontario, and then we're going to insert a waypoint, and we're going to go KPOC. This is Brackett. We're not planning on doing anything much. And then I do want to have
Southwest 1695 cross Caddy at maintain 12,000. 1695, the Las Vegas altimeter 29905.
All right, so let's get out of here. Let's go. We're south FBO. We're going to be going to, or south general parking. We're going to be going to 26 left, and we're going to get out of here. All right. Ontario ground, Epic 143 Victor Tango, ready to taxi from south general aviation parking with the weather.
Epic 143 Victor Tango, Ontario ground, runway 26 left, taxi via Sierra Whiskey.
Sierra Whiskey to 26 left, 3 Victor Tango. Why are you going to lose the pandas? Chili, if there's anything I can do, you let me know. I don't know what I could do, but I hope you get partner, buddy. I really, really do. There's not a harder working guy on Twitch as far as I can tell. What's gonna happen to the I like the pandas. All right, we'll see you soon. See you soon, Chili. Cute pandas for $5. I don't know. Since you can't sub to my stream yet, I mean, I guess. Alright, headed over to Whiskey. They are cute. Whoever did those did a nice job with them. Alright, so headed over to bracket 9 miles. Zoom this thing in a little bit. Doing 26 knots on the ground. Probably should slow down. And then we're going to do at least one more flight after this. We're going to get after we go to bracket. We're gonna do at least one more after this. So we're doing the alphabet challenge here at Pilot Edge, which is why I have to go. Well, your pandas are welcome here. as are the Chili E1000s. I like seeing the Chili E1000s. They're good things. Zoom in. I don't need to be this far out on my map. 5 miles should be fine. And Ontario Tower. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to taxi that fast. That's just because Nightbot does whatever the hell it wants. I'm working on it. One problem at a time. One problem at a time. I fixed the links. I didn't know I had an emoticon problem. Really? That would feel like hustling down a taxiway to me. $15 knots in turns of 45 degrees or less. That's good to know. I did not know that. Do you do it in a tiny little plane like this? I think the wheels would come off at 30 knots. Ontario Tower, Epic 143 Victor Tango, holding short, 26 left.
143 Victor Tango, Ontario Tower, right turn on course approved, way 26 left, clear for takeoff, with 260 at 10.
Right turn on course, 26 left, clear to take off, 3 Victor Tango. Alright, let's go ahead and get the charts out of the way. We don't need them anymore. Let's pop on some lights. Our radar. Generators are on. We are good. Take a quick peek. Nobody coming in. 26 left identified. You did find yourself taxiing in a Cessna at 40 knots once. That sounds like a story I would like to hear. Alright, so park it up. Autopilot on. We're going to go up to 800 feet initially on takeoff in vertical speed mode.
St. Louis ground, bearing 5.
Out of beta mode.
Victor, ready to taxi from the southeast parking. With the weather, we're going to do some pattern work.
And away we go.
5-8 Papa Victor, San Luis ground, runway 29er taxi via Alpha.
So 29er via Alpha, 5-8 Papa Victor.
Up, and away.
Autopilot engage.
Gear up. Flaps are already up, so we're fine there. And let's go ahead and make our right-hand turn. And pull back on our speed here. We don't need to be going that far. Indicated speed mode. Let's gain some altitude here a little bit.
St. Louis Tower, bearing 5-8 Papa Victor, ready to go at 29er for pattern work. We have the weather.
For 5-8 Papa Victor, San Luis Tower, make left close traffic, report midfield downwind each time, runway 29er clear for takeoff.
No story. I was taxiing, looking at the paper. This feels like it's going fast. Yep, that's quick.
We're 555 Whiskey Delta connects SoCal approach 128.1.
All right, we're gonna get out of here. Go check out these hills over here. What do you guys think?
Traffic.
For 555 Whiskey Delta SoCal approach, good evening. You're now leaving the LA Bravo airspace. You can resume on navigation. John Wayne altimeter 2984. And report over Huntington Beach Pier.
They are in fact alive with the sound of music, but I am not singing it. I am definitely not singing it. Oh, Sim's doing something crazy. What's Sim doing? Oh no, there it is. We're back. Alright, so I need bracket tower. 26 right, I think is what so we're going to be at 133. Let's go ahead and get this in here. I don't sing.
Clear of conflict.
Southwest 1695, connect Las Vegas approach 133.905.
There's supposedly some traffic over here that I can't see.
Fuel tank switched.
I gotta stay going this way though.
Traffic.
St. Louis Tower, bearing 5-8 Papa Victor's on a midfield left downwind for 29er.
Southwest 1695, Las Vegas approach. Good evening. The altimeter 29er 905. Descend via the Tyson 5 arrival. And that pre-know your cleared ILS runway 26 left approach.
He is 200 feet below me, he says. I don't see him anywhere. Anybody see a plane?
1695, certainly.
Says he's
Yeah, they changed about a month ago.
straight ahead of me.
Yeah, they became 826s, and it's been really hard for us to break the habit too, but I think I finally got it down now.
Well, let's turn this way and get out of this. I mean, it says there's a plane there,
St.
but
Louis
for
Tower,
the life of
6
me,
Baron
I can't
5
see it.
Pop Victor's on a left base for 29er.
Yeah, you see a big gold
5
plane.
Papa Victor on my 29er cleared for the option.
That's not the
Clear
plane I
option
was
29er,
referring
5
to.
Pop Victor.
That's not the plane I was referring to. But seriously though, this is really, look at this ortho right in here. All these little hills and stuff in the road. It's Wonder Woman and her invisible jet. Yeah, great. All we need is Aquaman now too.
Clear of conflict.
Seriously though, I want to know where that plane is. It's like a phantom plane here in the
Camera
world.
ground, Skyline 2330 Charlie.
2330 Charlie, camera.
Yes, sir. Good evening, Skyline 30 Charlie. I'd like to pick up my IFR clearance to Oxnard. We're ready to copy.
For 2330 Charlie, clear to the Oxnard Airport on departure for
All right.
275.
I just wanted to fly near these hills here a little bit. I just think that they are super neat. Look at that.
Squawk
Look at that.
3107.
I just think it's cool. All right.
Skyline 30 Charlie, cleared to Oxnard. On departure, heading 275. Radar vectors Ventura direct. Maintain 4000. Departure on 124.7. And squawking 3107. Skyline 30 Charlie.
30 Charlie, read back correct.
Thank you.
All right, let's go ahead and turn the sucker around. We're just sort of hovering here. Let's give her a little more power.
Ontario delivery, good evening. Cactus 130, clearance to Phoenix, please.
Whiskey Delta, go ahead. Whiskey Delta, you're already talking to him.
All right, got to get down
Yeah,
to...
the only one you need an explicit clearance into is a Bravo, so you can go through any Charlie or Delta as long as you're talking to the approach controller. Cactus 130, Ontario cleared, good evening, cleared Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport, Raji 2 departure, meatball transition, then as filed. Climb via Citrix at maintain 4000, squawk 6031.
Cleared over to Phoenix, Roger 2 departure, meatball transition, then S5 climb via the Citrix at maintain 4000 and squawk 6031, Cactus 130.
Cactus 130, read back correct.
St. Louis Tower, Baron 5 Papa Victor on a left downwind for 29er.
5 Papa Victor, only 29er cleared for the option.
Clear for the option 29er, 5 Papa Victor.
555 Whiskey Delta, connect John Wayne Tower 126.8.
Bracket Tower, Epic 143, Victor Tango, 5 miles to the west, looking for full stop.
143 Victor Tango. Bracket Tower, good evening. And a right down, runway 26 left, report midfield.
Right downwind for 26 left, report midfield, 3 Victor Tango.
Camera ground, Skyline 2330 Charlie, located on the west end ramp. We have information. Victor, like to taxi IFR, please.
Okay, so we're going to go land real quick,
Charlie, Camarillo, ground,
and then we'll do another
Runway 26,
another flight.
Foxtrot Alpha, Skyline 30 Charlie. Thank you.
Orange County Tower, Skyhawk 555 Whiskey Delta, with you over Huntington Pier. at flight level 2,700.
555 Whiskey Delta, John Wayne Tower, good evening. Enter right downwind, runway 20, right, report midfield.
Right downwind, runway 20 right, 555 Whiskey Delta.
Bracket Tower, Epic 143 Victor Tango, midfield.
3 Victor Tango, roger, runway 26 left, clear to land, wind 270 to 10.
26 left, clear to land, 3 Victor Tango. Why is it having me check my engine? 26 left is where he wants me. Not quite yet. I want to go out a little bit further. Flaps down.
1695 negative.
There we go. Make our right hand turn. Oh, it's saying check landing gear.
Gear down.
All right, we'll put the gear down for you. I need a little power here. Stalling it out.
St. Louis Tower, bearing 5-8, pop Victor's on midfield left for 29.
5-8 Papa Victor, roger, runway 29 are cleared for the option.
50 option 29 or 5-8 pop Victor.
Just got a little slow when I put the gear down. Let's go ahead and turn the autopilot off. Continue the turn around. No, I'm just a little low, and so they were giving me the check gear warning. I was about to put the gear down anyway. I just couldn't quite hear what they were saying actually. But got all of our symbols. 26 left. Got clearance. Gears down.
Good evening, Camarillo Tower. Skyline 2330 Charlie is holding short. Runway 26, ready for departure.
Speed looks good. All that.
November 2330 Charlie Camarillo Tower. Good evening, runway 26, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 26, Skyline 30.
Oh, that was a hard landing.
Aircraft calling for VFR flight following request. Call sign only, please. 413 Echo Sierra SoCal approach, roger, squawk 6244 and say again the destination.
Brace, brace, brace.
13 Echo Sierra, roger, squawk 6244.
Turn off the lights.
555 Whiskey Delta, runway 20 right, clear to land, wind 160 at 6.
Clear to land, runway 20 right, 555 Whiskey Delta.
I made plenty of mistakes with my landing gear down, or not down. I actually belly landed this plane once when I was early on in the process. So, all right, so Bracket Tower, Epic 143 Victor Tango, clear of 26 left at Delta. Just gonna park straight ahead.
3 Victor Tango, roger, join Sierra to the ramp, remain this frequency.
Sierra to the ramp, and we'll see you in a minute. 3 Victor Tango.
413 Echo Sierra, radar contact 12 southeast of the Julian Viewer. Doing good, man. Brown altimeter 2987. 3 Echo Sierra, change to my frequency 124.35.
Alright, let's go ahead and park this thing up real quick.
Las Vegas Tower, Southwest 1695, final is 26 left.
Southwest 1695, Las Vegas Tower, runway 26 left, clear to land, wind 110 at 4.
Clear land, 26 left, Southwest 1695.
Alright, there we go. Let's go ahead and open the doors. And let's start our GPU.
5A Papa Victor, roger, Alpha to the ramp, remain this frequency, good night.
And let's turn off some things that we don't need. We don't need any of those things, so there we go. So here we are. We are welcome to Bracket. Yeah, yeah, it was just a little hard on the vertical speed. It was not as good as my first one, in my opinion. That's all right. I don't mind being critical of myself. The only way I get better is if I'm honest with myself. So the next one is going to be really interesting, and I need to test something here really quick for our next flight to see if the airport is even in the database, because it is a very small little airport. So before I do anything, I'm going to delete this flight plan, and I am going to see if I can find Quail Mesa Ranch.
Victor 5x5.
Quail Mesa Ranch.
Jogging clearance, Series November 81 Victor, IF4 to Burbank with Lima.
I actually don't. I am not sure. We're gonna take a chance.
Fly heading 220, expect radar vector Seal Beach. Venice filed. Maintain 2000, expect 4000 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 134.2, squawk 7461, hold read back please. Number 2330 Charlie, connect Point Magoo departure.
So,
over to Point Magoo departure, Skyline 30 Charlie, thank you sir.
Alright, Lima Victor, go ahead with the read back.
Fly heading 220 and will Seal Beach and maintain 2000.
It doesn't seem to be here. So, let me see.
134.2. Squawk 7461, 80 Victor.
Lima Victor, read back correct.
15 Alpha Zulu. Yeah, it's in the. It's a little dirt strip. It's there.
Clearance, good evening. Caribbean
Number
Airlines
2330 Charlie, Point Magoo departure, radar contact. Good evening. The Oxnard altimeter is not in front of me, stand.
So the problem
Charlie,
is
altimeter 2987. You're looking for the ILS 25. Right?
It's not in my. It's not in my navigation.
30 Charlie, absolutely have a turn for you shortly.
So we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. So we're going to need to do some planning.
John Wayne Tower, Skyhawk 555, Whiskey Delta is clear of the active at Hilo.
555 Whiskey Delta, roger, Bravo to the ramp, remain this frequency. That's a pass for the Cat 10.
Okay, Bravo to the ramp, and we'll remain on this frequency. Thank you. 555 Whiskey Delta.
2330 Charlie, turn right heading 05.
Well, I can get most of the way there with fancy GPS.
Southwest 1695.
And I am going to see if I can figure out how to get there from where I'm going. So, 15 Alpha Zulu. So let's see if we can figure out.
Okay, cross 26 right.
Nope.
Alpha 6,
15
and then we can taxi Bravo 6.
Alpha Zulu.
Southwest 1695. Thanks.
So we are going to go. I do have a plan for this. It's not a great plan, but it's a plan nonetheless.
Charlie, continue right turn now, heading 080.
So we're going to go Prado, and then Victor 16, all the way to BLH. So let's go ahead and plug this in.
John Wayne clearance, Caribbean Airlines 1137.
So aircraft calling John Wayne clearance, say again, call sign.
John Wayne clearance, Caribbean Airlines 1137, IFR for John Wayne with information Zulu.
Caribbean Airlines 1137 John Wayne clearance. Clear to the John Wayne Airport. Departure fly heading 175. Expect radar vector Seal Beach direct. Maintain 4,000.
Oh, come on.
Departure frequency 128.1. Squawk 2464.
Victor 16 to
Clear today, John Wayne Airport, VFI heading 175, after departure maintain 4,000.
Okay.
Departure frequency 128.1 and squawk 24.
So this part is super easy. All the way up to Blythe.
1137 read back correct.
Is really easy. This is super easy. Where it gets hard is this last little section up here. And so what we need to do is we need to leave the Blythe VOR at a heading of 040 for 18 miles. And so we're going to fly out of Blythe 043, and we're going to go out for 18 miles
to go around it.
and try to land. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to give it a shot. So let's get a flight plan in over on. And this is going to be quite a long flight. So we're looking at a couple of hours here. It looks like an hour and 45 minutes. Let's see if we can plug in some speeds and altitudes and see what it actually says. Oh yeah, so at speed of 300 knots, it's only 38 minutes. So we're good there. And then an altitude of, we're headed east. Let's see what the world en route is. 8,000 feet. 8,000. 13,000. Yeah, 13,000. All of those things, 13,000. So we'll do an altitude of. Yeah, it's just, I hadn't plugged in the speed yet. 13,000, so let's go up to an altitude. We're going east. So east is odd. Let's do 17,000. 17,000 sounds good, doesn't it? We'll stay out of the flight levels. But we'll still have a little fun. Be about 40 minutes. Should be fine. November 143 Victor Tango. We are an Epic. We are slant
2330 Charlie.
Golf.
Roger. Upon completion of this approach, you can execute the missed approach procedure as published. 30 Charlie. Roger. Turn left 10 degrees.
$17,000. And our alternate airport, this is where this comes in handy, is going to be KBLH. So if for some reason we can't find this thing, we're going to turn to BLH instead. So we're going to add that as an alternate airport in our flight plan. So we're going to go Prado, Victor 16, and BLH. That's our route. So let's go ahead and file that flight plan. Filed successfully. All right, so there we go. That's what we're going to do. So now let's jump over here and let's pull up the airport that we are at. And let's get ready for our clearance. Okay, file, new, don't save. All right, you with me here, Christine? We're going to do our craft together. Craft. And we are going to Quail Mesa. Quailmesa Ranch. So that's where he's going to go. We're going to leave route here, just fine. Okay, we're going to say altitude, and then we're going to expect, and we're going to expect 17,000 in 5 or 10. Our departure frequency, we'll go look at our chart, should be 125.5. So 125.5.
Ontario ground, good evening. Cactus 130, we're short of November 1. Information hotel, ready for taxi.
And let's grab the clearance frequency real quick. Clearance
Cactus
frequency
130, Ontario ground, runway 26 right,
121.
taxi via November 1 whiskey.
26 right via November 1 whiskey, Cactus 130.
121.875. $121.875. All right, so here we go. Bracket clearance, Epic 143 Victor Tango, IFR to Quail Mesa Ranch.
143 Victor Tango, Roger, on request.
Bet you saw that coming.
I did indeed. And you definitely know the alphabet.
Thank you. Learned it in kindergarten.
Epic 143 Victor Tango cleared to the 15 Alpha Zulu Airport via the runway 26 obstacle departure procedure to the Prado intersection. Then as filed, maintain 4,000, expect 17,000 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 135.4, squawk 5170.
All right, cleared to Quail Mesa, runway 26 obstacle departure to Prado, 4,000, expect 6,000, expect 17,000 in 5 minutes. Frequency is 135.4 and squawk 5170, 3 Victor Tango.
3 Victor Tango, read back correct. 413 Echo Sierra, advising you have Brown in sight. They're landing on the 26s tonight.
Okay. So, we need to go find the obstacle departure procedure.
Let's check it. Southwest 1695, El Chateau, and good night.
Southwest 1695, good night, we'll see you next time.
Ontario Tower, good evening. Cactus 130, short of 26 right, ready for departure.
Cactus 130, Ontario Tower, good evening. Runway 26 right, clear for takeoff, wind 260 to 10.
26 right, cleared for takeoff, Cactus 130.
2330, Charlie, turn right, heading 170.
So here's our obstacle departure procedures. So, let's see here. Runway 26 left and right, climb heading 259 to 1,400 feet. So our initial heading is going to be 259, so we'll go ahead and plug that in. Then left turn heading 130.
Caribbean Airline 1137 west ramp, ready to taxi IFR with the information Zulu.
Caribbean 1137, John Wayne ground right 20 right, taxi via Bravo Lima.
20 right, taxi via Bravo Lima.
Over 2330 Charlie 2.5 and Kudak, turn right heading 220, maintain 4000 to establish on the localizer, clear ILS runway 25 approach.
Holding pattern, hold north right 164 inbound at Prado. So I need to know which way I am departing Prado. So what heading am I leaving Prado? So I am headed out from Prado at a heading that is roughly 90 degrees-ish.
And 30 Charlie, just refresh my memory, it was missed and then the VOR 25 you're looking for after this, correct?
So I am going to have to do the holding pattern.
Cactus 130 connects SoCal departure.
Go on departure, Cactus 130, good night.
So 141, that's not us. Clockwise to 290, still not us. All others climb in Prado. Holding pattern.
Cactus
Hold north.
130 SoCal departure, radar
North of
contact,
Prado.
Maintain 14,000.
Right turns inbound. Depart Prado. Intersection. At or above 34 to 6800. So somewhere between 42 and 52, depending on whether we're actually within the 90. So let's say 5200 to be safe. So we need to get up to 5200. So we need holding at Prado.
For 2330 Charlie at Perds, connect Oxnard Tower 134.905.
Okay, so I've never held. So it's going to be kind of interesting. North holding patterns, right turn, 164 degrees inbound. Okay. How do I know where 164 degrees inbound is for Prado? This is that learning thing where we all learn together. Yo, Goldsy, how you doing, buddy? Hey, Goldsy, how do I know where 164 is for Prado on the hold? I've never done a hold at a fix before. I'm doing fantastic, man. I'm learning something new. Well, here, let me. I'll happily put it up on the screen for you there too. Hang on. Oops, that's the wrong one. I don't know if you can read that or not. But we're departing at about 090, or a little less, on Victor 16. And so we need to be at or above 5,200. Now, I have a feeling that if I got clearance, I could get all the way up there, and that wouldn't be a problem for the plane. But I'm trying to prepare and learn. And so we hold north, right turns, 164 degrees. Oh, it's 164 degrees off of Palmdale, isn't it? I got it. That's it. It's 164 off of the Palmdale VOR radio.
Good evening, Caribbean 1137, holding short runway 20 right at Lima, ready for IFR departure.
That makes so much more sense.
Caribbean 1137, John Wayne Tower, the wind 160 at 6, runway 20 right, clear for takeoff.
20 right, clear for takeoff, Caribbean 1137.
Or Pomona, the Pomona VOR. It's 164 off of the Pomona, yeah. They could have just said that in the... It's probably those damn Jepson charts, right? It's probably clear as day on the FAA. I figured it out, though. I feel good about myself. 10. It's also nice to know you can learn something on these, too. So, it's great. So, Goldsy, what you missed the other day, by the way, as we were taxiing out to Yuma, our first flight of the night had a crazy set of taxi instructions. 2 holds at runways and all of that.
Cactus 130, connect LA Center 133.55, start for the level off.
Fair enough. I still want to know how to do it right. So anyway, the flight out there, you gave us taxi instructions, and it was like Hotel to Sierra. And so we were coming up with alternate ways.
Level 330.
We were coming up with alternate ways that we could get there that were much more complicated.
Caribbean 1137, connect SoCal departure.
Over SoCal departure, Caribbean 1137.
All right. Now that I know what I'm doing, let's get this thing entered. K, POC is bracket. So it was our last flight, so it would have been...
413 Echo Sierra, connect Brown Tower, 128.25, radar services terminated, keep the code.
So let's see if we can pull it up.
37 SoCal departure, radar contact.
Yeah, so we were coming out of Montgomery Gibbs. And
Brown
so...
Tower, good evening, November 413 Echo Sierra, 6 miles to the east for full stop.
13 Echo Sierra, Brown Tower, good evening, make straight in 26 left, you are clear to land, 1270 at 5.
Alright, straight in for 26 left, clear to land for 3 Echo Sierra. 3 Echo Sierra.
Yeah, so you had us...
Good evening, Oxnard Tower, Skyline 2330, Charlie's with you.
God, you're busy tonight, man. Busy tonight.
2330 Charlie Oxnard Tower, good evening, wind 280 at 4, 125, clear to low approach, report the mist.
Clear for the low approach, we'll report on the mist, Skyline 30 Charlie, thanks.
So you sent us to Hotel Alpha, and we were making up taxiways that took us up and around and back taxiing on runways, and that's what I was laughing at when I came down here to Alpha and called for Tower for takeoff on 28 right. You told me what you wanted to do the joke. We were taxiing the first one. The one before that, though, was LGB, so it's Long Beach Doherty. And so when we got out of Long Beach Doherty, we got
1137, turn right heading 320, enable say approach request.
Yeah, we got 25 left, so we went up J2 and then over. We had to cross a bunch of runways to get over here. It was just kind of fun.
1137, roger.
All right, so insert a waypoint. Yeah, Hotel Charlie. Yes, it was hilarious. Christine had me going pretty good. Prado. There's our fix, insert an airway, Victor 116 to BLH. And then after that, we don't have any more GPS fixes over here. So we're going to remember to go 043 out of here. Once we reach Blythe, we'll go 043 for about 18 nautical miles, because this location is not in any of the GPS computers. It's not in the Navigraph charts or any of that stuff. So
Caribbean 1137, flighting 360.
Unless there's some other way to enter it that I don't know about. I'll try it one more time. 15 Alpha Zulu. No, it's not there. It's not there. So after this, we're on our own. So I will insert a waypoint for KBLH.
Torrance Ground, Skyhawk 8020 Bravo at General Aviation with Delta. We are heading, this is for the Cat 9, heading, or the Cat 10. Cat 10 heading northbound for the May route.
Two Sierra Bravo, Roger, taking the aircraft type.
I'm sorry, I'm terrible. Alright, so here's our flight plan.
Please say again, I didn't get the last part.
Say again the aircraft type.
Skyhawk 8020 Bravo.
So let's
8020 Sierra Bravo, Torrance Ground, Roger.
go to the
29
plan.
right, taxi
Prado.
via Juliet, Squawk 6656.
Looks like it makes sense to Blythe, and then up here somewhere is our airport.
29 right, taxi via Juliet, Squawk 6656.
2 Sierra Bravo, read that correct?
Oxnard Tower, Skyline 30 Charlie on the go.
30 Charlie, Roger. Missed as published, Connect Point Magoo 124.7.
As published, over the Magoo approach 124.7, Skyline 30 Charlie.
Alright, so there's our flight plan. We're good. We've got Palmdale in the nav, so we'll go ahead and put that in. We're going to be flying 259 up to 14, and then we're going to be intercepting nav 1
And 3 Echo Sierra Alpha and Alpha
on a
1 will be
course
passed into,
of
transit parking.
164.
Sierra Roger, Alpha to the ramp, you can remain this frequency.
Half a ramp, maintain this frequency, 3 Echo Sierra. Have a good night.
2330 Charlie, Point Magoo approach, hello again, execute missed approach procedures published, accept, maintain 4000.
164 is going to be 344. 344, that will make more sense, I believe, once I get aimed in the right direction. If it doesn't make sense, I will fix it. Because I think I'm facing the wrong direction. And yep, so 259 up to 1400 feet, we need to maintain 4,000. 4,000. That'll be good. And the weather. Need the weather. Because I need to know what my altimeter is. 29er, 89er. 29er, 89er.
Caribbean 1137, flighting 020. 2330 Charlie, did you want to fly the hold at Squid, or are you ready for the vectors at any time? 2330 Charlie, I'm just going to get you a little above my minimum vector altitude. I'll have a turn for you shortly.
One 35.4. This is one of those weird ones where the frequency doesn't actually match the chart. We're okay with that though. And our other radio.
2330 Charlie, turn right heading 020.
So looking for ground. Ground is on 125. 125.0. There's my ground frequency. My tower frequency is going to be 26 left, so it's going to be 118.2. There's 118.2, so that is tower. So we've got tower, ground and tower here, and then departure in the other one. So we are good. Let's go ahead and get this thing started up. Let's get out of here. Stop that guy.
Size ground November
Fuel pumps. Let's make sure we've got enough fuel.
Taxi. We are changing parking for southeast departure.
390 Delta Tango San Luis ground roger, runway 29 taxi via Alpha.
Close the doors.
Runway 29 taxi via Alpha. Cessna 390 Tango.
Pull the props back. Fuel is cut off. Beacon is on. And let's go fuel auto selects, igniter, and start this thing up. There we go.
Check.
Full forward.
2330 Charlie, turn right heading 060.
Come on. Alright, brake check is good. Brake checks are working.
Caribbean 1137, turn right heading 100.
Kinda? Kinda working?
Cactus 130 cross Skull, had maintain flight level 250.
Alright, so let's get out of here and... Bracket ground, Epic 143, Victor Tango, ready to taxi with the weather.
143 Victor Tango, bracket ground, right 26 left, taxi by Sierra Alpha.
Sierra Alpha to 26 left, 3 Victor Tango. Alright, let's get out of here.
Caribbean 1137, 6 from Snake, turn right heading 170, maintain 3000 till established on the localizer, cleared ILS from my 20 right approach.
Oh, come on. We don't need brakes in this thing. Why do we need brakes? We're going to be in the air. It'll be fine. Taxi via Sierra Alpha. It'll be fine.
Caribbean 1137, it's 3,000 feet till established.
Wing Zero, welcome. Glad to have you here. How you doing tonight? What could possibly go wrong? Nothing. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Charlie, how will this approach terminate? Charlie, Roger.
It will terminate on the ground. Hopefully one way or the other. Or I should say hopefully more one way than the other. Alright, so 1800, or we're going to go up 1,000 feet per second on our initial takeoff. And that is most definitely the question. It is definitely going to be 164 because I want a left turn. So 164. There we go. That makes more sense. That's what I wanted to see. Alright. Generators on, pushers on, high altitude air, inertial separators, flight directors on. Flip over to our tower frequency, which is 118.2.
Torrance Tower, Skyhawk 8020 Bravo.
And wait for a second to talk.
Juliet.
8020 Bravo, Torrance Tower. Take a right crosswind departure, runway 29 right, clear for takeoff, with 28014 gust 22.
Right crosswind departure, runway 29 right, clear for takeoff. I didn't catch the last part. What were the numbers?
It was the wind direction, 28014 gust 22.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bracket Tower, Epic 143 Victor Tango, holding short, 26 left.
143 Victor Tango, Bracket Tower, wind 270 at 10, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff.
26 left, clear for takeoff, 3 Victor Tango. Alright, folks, here we go. Check. Make sure there's nobody coming down the other runway. Taking a left-hand turn. 26 is probably down there somewhere.
Caribbean 1137, connect John Wayne Tower, wind 26.8.
Hey, T-Mux, give me just 1 second. I'll pop out there and I will show you exactly what I am flying, but it's the Epic E1000. Brakes off, and away we go. Up, 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 and away. There's the 26 left. We're good. Up. And autopilot on. Woo.
Vic 143 Victor Tango, connect SoCal departure. Check your squawk code.
Over to departure, 3 Victor Tango. Will do.
John Wayne Tower, good evening, Caribbean 1137 approaching 20 right.
Caribbean 1137, John Wayne Tower, hello again, runway 20 right, clear to land, wind 160 at 6. Command 0 Delta Tango San Luis Tower, left downwind departure approved, runway 29 clear for takeoff. Two 330 Charlie fighting 080.
Five 170 altitude. Oh, come on. I had it on nav mode. Departure 143 Victor Tango, 3,800, climbing 4,000.
143 Victor Tango SoCal departure, good evening. Showing a primary target at a bracket, just verify your squawking altitude.
Verified we are squawking altitude. I'll double check it. There it goes, 3 Victor Tango.
Victor Victor Tango, thanks, radar contact, now climb and maintain 13,000.
13,000 through Victor Tango.
Sierra Bravo, roger, frequency change approved.
Well, I flew that about as badly as I could, so I apologize there, folks.
143 Victor Tango, turn left heading 100, enable proceed direct Paradise, resume on navigation.
100 direct Paradise, 3 Victor Tango.
Unless you really want to fly that hole at Prado.
No thank you. 3 Victor Tango.
Gotcha.
Alright, so T-Mux, sorry about that. That was one of the worst departures that I have ever done. Let's get over into nav mode, and let's get over direct Prado, or direct Paradise.
Sierra Bravo Hawthorne Tower, good evening. Join the mini route northbound, remain outside the Los Angeles Bravo airspace till advised. LA altimeter 2985.
Alright, so let's get rid of this thing. Let's pop out. And let's take a look at the plane. T-Mux, this is the
30 Charlie, descend and maintain
Epic
3,700.
E1000 by Aerobask. And Christine's already sent you the link, but we also have a little command. I just couldn't do it while I was flying. Plane. So there you go. You can see that she's telling the truth.
Center, Roger.
It is an
1137,
awesome
Bravo to the
plane.
ramp, remain this frequency, connect. Epic 143 Victor Tango, connect LA Center 126.35.
126.35 through Victor Tango.
Cactus 130, negative.
LA Center, Epic 143 Victor Tango, 10,100 for 13,000.
Epic 143 Victor Tango, LA Center, good evening. Clear direct Blythe, climb and maintain 17,000.
Clear direct Blythe, maintain 7,000. 17,000. 3 Victor Tango.
3 Victor Tango, the Ontario altimeter 2986.
2986.
2330 Charlie, turn right heading 170.
Direct Blythe. There we go.
Cactus 130, connect Albuquerque Center 128.45. Have a good night.
It's a high performance turboprop. So it flies a little bit like a jet fighter, in my opinion. It will climb like a bat out of hell.
4657,
It descends very, very quickly. I mean, it's just a ton of fun to fly. You can roll the wings over.
Lotus 4657, Roger, runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha Romeo.
My understanding for a while was that it was an experimental plane. So it's kind of a neat,
Los Angeles Center, Southwest 6100.
neat little plane.
Flight level 280, flight level 320.
2330 Charlie, turn right heading 220.
And if you're wondering,
Charlie, 3.5 Mubi, maintain 3,700 till established on the final approach.
We are-
Cleared VOR runway 25 approach.
we are flying on the Pilot Edge network, and this is all Ortho 17. Zoom level 17, I should say.
30 Charlie, just for clarification, it's heading 220, 3,700 till established.
So T-Mux, do you fly? Are you do you fly
Southwest 6100 LA Center, good evening.
on Pilot Edge?
Again, Southwest 6100.
I said good evening.
Oh, good evening.
Rates are 2 Sierra Bravo, connect LA Tower 119.8.
Christine, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for stopping by tonight. It's been fun hanging out with you. Have yourself a wonderful evening. And say hello to your husband for me. You fly on VATSIM. Okay, cool. 777, 200, 300. You do a little 737 and the 747. Sadly, you fly on FSX. Yeah, I'm sorry about the FSX thing.
Bravo LA Tower, good evening. Ident, you're cleared through the Bravo airspace when you're northbound 2,500. I've flown the 737-800, the default one, and the one that everybody talks about here is the Zubo. Sierra Bravo radar contact about a mile
It's,
south of Los Angeles Airport, LA altimeter 2985.
It's a lot of fun. Those planes are a lot of fun. I used to do a lot of flights out of Atlanta up to Boston or Minneapolis. Those were my two favorite places to fly. Because the crews up in Boston and Minneapolis are just awesome over on VATSIM. Those guys know what they're doing. You do PMDG. I mainly fly K. Okay, that's cool, man. I have not gotten a chance to fly out of those airports. So I'm actually looking forward to getting up to San Francisco at some point here in
4657
in Pilot or with Pilot Edge. And since I don't know that I've seen you here, before. I fly Tuesdays and Thursdays.
2330 Charlie Oxford Tower, roger, the wind 3403, runway 25, clear touch and go.
And I fly East Coast times, so I fly usually about 8 o'clock, 8:30, somewhere in that area, and I fly until about 11, 11:30, 12 o'clock, somewhere in that area. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. I don't have any experience with the Seattle ATC guys. We do have a Discord channel. I don't know if I made a command for it. Yes, I did. There's the invite if you wanted to join our Discord.
Services terminated. Connect Santa Monica Tower 120.1.
We're a brand new channel. I'm brand new to streaming. Thanks for the follow, man. Oh, nice. Gonna learn how to be an ATC controller?
Air Mexico 668, LA Center, good evening.
Seems like a lot of work. Hey, Wing. Good evening. How are you, sir? Welcome. I'm doing well. How are you? So if you want to join the Discord server, you're more than welcome. Not a lot goes on in there yet.
390 Delta Tango Santa Maria Tower, good evening, and a right down runway 30, report midfield.
Like I said, I'm a brand new streamer. Just starting to feel this thing out. And but it's probably the best way of... Oh, you did?
Once you reach the Santa Monica VOR, you can resume on navigation.
Oh, you signed... Oh, okay. I'm sorry. But it's the best way to know when I'm going to go live. So generally Tuesdays and Thursdays. Sometimes I'll do a weekend stream. So you already signed up a while ago. You don't know how long to get the training. So you're trying to find a way. You know what? If it's worth it to you, stick with it, right?
0 Delta Tango, it's right downwind 30, report to midfield, the altimeter 2993.
So Wing, what's going on, buddy? Anything new going on? Anything new happening? Flying anything recently? I like Chili very much. He's a great streamer. I met him on his stream.
20 Bravo, no problem at all. Northbound transition is approved. Maintain
a month ago, maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago.
VOR, you can resume on navigation.
And he was looking to do some ortho, and I knew how to do it.
Yeah, don't be afraid to ask for sure if I'm speaking too fast for you.
I just volunteered to help because, as you can see, I know how to do ortho. And so we've just sort of been chatting and hanging out and just getting to know each other. So, you know, I would say, yeah, he's a friend of mine. I try to host his streams whenever I'm not streaming. He streams all the time. He was here for a little bit. He sort of disappeared. Mixed Shiggity Pilot, welcome. Glad to have you here. Faye Gwent, welcome. Glad to have you guys here. Feel free to ask questions or just lurk, whatever you'd like. So you got a new stick and pedals. Hello, welcome. What'd you get?
Aircraft trying to call there, nothing but background noise, no voice coming through at all.
Because I just picked up my my Thrustmaster T16000M setup not too long ago. That's what I got. So we are flying on Pilot Edge. This is the Epic E1000. Oh boy, T-Bucks, that's a loaded question. I have never flown in P3D.
Charlie, Roger, IFR cancellation is received when able. Squawk VFR, left down when departure approved.
I've never flown in P3D, so I don't have a great understanding. But from what I have seen visually myself, I like the look of X-Plane, and I like the look of X-Plane with ortho, and it is super easy to use. And I don't think there's a sim on the market today that looks better than X-Plane.
668, descend via the Ironman 1 arrival.
Just my opinion. Now, I'm sure P3D has a ton of benefits to it.
Disney 1 arrival.
I just don't know what they are. Oh, I love the E1000. So I'm doing the Alphabet Challenge, and right now we're headed from Brackett out to Quail
Southwest
Mesa.
6100, descend via the Disney 1 arrival.
And we're hanging out at about 17,000 feet.
Arrival, so it was 6100.
And I'm trying to do the entire thing in the E1000 because I think the E1000 is fast enough that it can do the long hauls pretty reasonably, and it's maneuverable enough that it can it can do the short hops and the quick maneuvers and all that stuff as well. So I'm just sort of trying to prove it to myself that I can do the entire Los Angeles Alphabet Challenge in the E1000.
I'm going to be descending in about 40 minutes. I'm going to reach my top descent. Do you want me to descend there or start descending now?
Southwest 6100, you can start the descent whenever you like. Just comply with the restrictions on the chart.
Okay, I will stop at 6100.
20791, sir, you stepped on Sagan, your request?
Oh, Goldsy. Where are you going to fly to?
Your request was stepped on, just say again.
We can make a fleet of them. I'll go flying with you.
791, roger. Departure frequency 135.4. Squawk 4610.
So guys, for those of you who are new, if you didn't see, I do have a Discord channel that I just set up. Ooh, well that's interesting.
.20791, read back correct. I think this is the first on the pilotage network. We have 2 aircraft going to Quail Mesa Ranch Airport at the same time.
That might be a problem. That airport ain't that big.
He's about halfway there.
You're looking for new ones. My last ones were just getting worn old. So what did you actually end up buying, Wing? What did you choose?
You can make straight in runway 34 left, report a 3-mile final.
Oh, that's cool. Nice little view over there. See the red mountains of the canyons there. Gonna have a bottleneck over on the Quail Mesa. I just hope I can find it.
525 Golf Mike, Bakersfield Ground, good evening. Good luck on the Cat 6. Departure frequency 118.8. Squawk 2141.
I don't even have charts for Quail Mesa. As far as I can tell, it doesn't. It's just a strip of dirt, as far as I can tell. We may land on a road accidentally.
My pleasure as always.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're looking for something a little bit cheaper than the Warthog, check out the Thrustmaster T16000. It's got a nice stick, good throttle, and pedals as an option.
20791 bracket ground, roger. Runway 26 left, taxi via Sierra Alpha.
Let me see if I can find a link for you. Oops, that's not what we wanted. That's not what we wanted. That's just some Google junk. Let's go ahead and try that one. There you go. Check that out. See if you like it. It's got the same internals as the Warthog, but a lot cheaper. Now, if you want the Warthog, go for it. All the way.
.5 Golf Mike, Bakersfield Ground, runway 30 right, taxi via Alpha Bravo.
Alright, so the next radio that I'm going to need is the Blythe VOR. So I wanted to get that plugged in here before I get all the way out there. Because I need to come off of that
2 Sierra Bravo,
VOR
Roger,
on
3-4
a
left,
very
clear line with 2604.
particular... So it's going to be 117.4. So let's jump into the cockpit for just a second. And we'll put in 117.4 just so we know we have it. Oh, I missed it. There we go. And we'll use that both for our distance navigation as well as our radial direction out, because we're going to head outbound on a track of 043 for about 18 miles. Yeah, no problem, man. Just a little cheaper. All right, so let's take a look at just where. Let's take a quick look where we are. Just pop it up real quick. There we are. Charts. We're about halfway there, and we're doing about 270 true. So we're a little slower than we intended. Probably give it a little bit more power here. We were trying to do about 300 true. So what's anybody got going on over the weekend? Anybody doing anything fun? I know it's only Thursday, but you know, Friday's right around the corner. Goldsy, you're gonna bust out the
Air Mexico 668, connect LA Center 135.5.
Gonna do a little flying, bust out the Epic.
Air Mexico 668, LA Center, good evening, LA altimeter 2985.
A little side angle shot. So, funny story. We were flying up here out of Yuma earlier tonight, and we flew right over top of this giant lake.
Epic 143 Victor Tango, the Blythe altimeter 2982.
2982, 3 Victor Tango.
2 Sierra Bravo, Roger, Alpha to the ramp, you can remain this frequency, we'll talk to you on the way in.
So, we were flying earlier this stream, we were flying out here, we flew over this giant lake. It's a big lake. No doubt about it, it's a big lake.
Tango, Roger, taxi Alpha to the ramp, you can remain this frequency, we'll see you.
And we may be too far away. But in this lake, I kid you not,
Southwest 6100, contact LA Center 126.35.
We didn't see sailboats.
LA Center 126.35.
We didn't see fishing boats. Nope. We saw an aircraft carrier steaming in this lake. It was the most interesting part of that flight up from Yuma to Ontario earlier tonight.
LA Center, Southwest 6100 with you, descending through 2800 for 22,200.
Southwest 6100 LA Center, Roger, the John Wayne altimeter 2985.
So, yeah, there's
6100.
Christine, who was here earlier, dubbed it the USS Misplaced. I still think that's funny. So you're going to watch a couple of streams and do some work?
525 Golf Mike Bakersfield Tower, make a right downwind departure, runway 30 right, clear for takeoff.
Hopefully it's the kind of work that pays you for working on the weekends.
And the wind 280 at 4.
And lets you watch streams at the same time.
Air Mexico 668 connects SoCal approach 124.5.
Well, let me get these charts out of the way. We don't need to follow those the whole time. So let's take a look at Blythe real quick. Let's see, what's the altitude here at Blythe? The field elevation is about 400 feet, give or take. So that's good. It's good to know. And in this area, we've got about a 400 foot or a 4,000 foot clearance in the area.
668 SoCal approach. Good evening, LA altimeter 285. Your choice tonight, 24 right or 25 left. Just let me know which you'd prefer.
Wing Zero, have you seen?
668, Roger. Expect the ILS from my 25 left approach.
Have you seen Chili Willy's stream yet? That's a good fun. If you haven't seen that. Guy's trying to make partner. He's gonna do it too, I think. I'm just starting out, brand new.
20701 bracket tower left crosswind departure approved. My 26 left clear for takeoff.
I have 45 followers, and I am super happy about that. So do you do anything interesting for work, Wing? I sit in a chair and write software. Ah, nice, man. That's super cool of you. Awesome of you. Got about 60 miles to go. We've pushed ourselves up to 282 true. So that's good. Oh, nice. I guess that probably means that you don't get to watch streams while you're working, but, you know, working on the real thing. That's kind of cool.
.525 Golf Mike, connect Bakersfield departure.
I write software for a living, so I get to sit in a chair a lot. And now I'm sitting in a chair flying an airplane. I just think that looks awesome though. And look at that. Look at all the runoff water from the rain. That's just so neat.
It's 02 Sierra Bravo, Van Nuys, Roger. Departure frequency 134.2, squawk 5075.
Oh man, good night. Had a great night flying tonight. A lot of fun.
Sierra Bravo, read back, correct?
Got about 50 more miles to go. And then we're going to get to try to find this place.
Epic 143 Victor Tango, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 6,000.
Descend at pilot's discretion to 6,000. 3 Victor Tango. So we got 46 miles to go. Let's think about how far down we gotta go. It's about 8,000 feet. So we need about 25-ish
Sierra
miles.
Bravo, Roger.
Maybe
and
30
reporting
miles.
Wind 260 at 4, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 272.3, altimeter 2987.
So we'll set this for 6,000 so that I don't forget it. But we're not going to go down quite yet.
1 connect SoCal departure.
We'll go down here in a little bit.
(2079 or 1 SoCal departure, radar contact, Ontario altimeter 2986.
And we're going to need 122.8.
Number 802 Sierra Bravo. Nope, you did not ask for taxi. Are you ready for taxi?
122.8 is the Unicom.
Roger, runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha Romeo.
If I could get it. I don't actually have problems pushing buttons in real life. Or turning knobs, even. At least I think that's going to be, that's the Blythe Unicom. Let's take a look here and see. Ah, the reason that this is no longer an airport is that this thing is status closed indefinitely. That's why it's not showing up in any of the more recent charts.
525 Golf Mike, Bakersfield departure, radar contact. The Bakersfield altimeter 2988.
So far, you worked on the F-14, the F-18, the H-60, and the H-53. Man, those are some iconic planes that you've worked on. Are you like fixing them, or are you like an electrician who's building them from like on like the assembly line, or are you like designing them? You like an electrical engineer? If you don't mind me asking. I just think it's cool.
6100 SoCal approach. Good evening, John Wayne, altimeter 2985. Expect the visual approach from a 20 right.
All right, let's go ahead and start down. LA Center, Epic 143 Victor Tango, vacating 17,000.
Epic 143 Victor Tango, Roger, Blythe, altimeter 2982.
Yep, 2982, 3 Victor Tango. You fix them for the Navy. That's awesome, man. That's very cool. Well, thank you for your service, by the way. By the by. It is much appreciated.
Southwest 6100, fly heading 260, descend and maintain 5,000.
All right, so there is no Unicom frequency because there is nothing here. And it says it's...
Air Mexico 668 connects SoCal approach 124.9er.
Just kind of interesting. I hope I can find this place. Get a little help from our ATC. Or our friends in the control tower. I'm going to try dropping them a little faster. 22 miles. 2,000. Down 2,000 feet per minute.
Air Mexico 668 SoCal approach. Good evening, LA altimeter 295.
Pull back on the speed a little bit.
070, descend and maintain 3,600.
Oh, we got some traffic off of
Or XS 668, 3600,
the
3000.
left wing back there. See if we can see him. Probably not. I have rotten luck seeing any other planes. I don't know, they always seem to pop in right on top of me. So that's kind of cool. Out here in the middle of the desert. Little farmland or something. Solar farm, maybe? Let's see what we can see if we can see what this is. Just sort of hanging out in the middle here. Yeah, that looks like it might be a solar farm out here in the middle of the desert. That's kind of cool. Just might be a solar farm. So we're about 10 miles from Blythe, 10,000 feet.
Southwest 61.
We'll make it all the way down.
270.
Question is, will I be able to see the airport?
143 Victor Tango, turn left heading 060 vectors for the airport.
Left 060, 3 Victor Tango. Well, there goes my carefully...
It's 2 Sierra Bravo Van Nuys Tower, make a left crosswind departure, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff, wind 260 at 4.
You know, that's part of why I like ortho, because that is never going to be in regular scenery, right? You're never going to get to see that unless you've got like real world satellite view. And it's just sitting out there in the middle of the desert. I'll never see it in real life, but it's just neat to kind of just come across it, and there it is. I just think it's cool. So it should be just over this ridge of mountains, and there should be the Colorado River.
6504 Whiteman ground. Good evening, runway 30 taxi via Alpha Echo. Whiteman reporting wind calm, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 27, dew point 1, altimeter 2992.
So we should cross over the Colorado River, and just after the Colorado River is where Quail Mesa should be. And just out of curiosity, what's the wind here? The wind is...
The aircraft that's trying to call there, you 290. Stop, I'm nothing but background noise, and it's piercing my ears every time I hear it.
290 at 5 knots, so no big deal. We can land either way at 5 knots.
Southwest 6100, John Wayne Airport, 9 to 10 o'clock, 13 miles.
They've got a 3-5 runway. So
Southwest 6100, thanks, grid visual approach, from 820 right.
Left traffic for 3-5.
Air Mexico 668, turn right heading 160.
So it should be just over the river here. There should be a river here.
.43 Victor Tango, Quail Mesa Ranch, 12 o'clock, 14 miles, advise when you have the field in sight.
12 o'clock, 14 miles, 3 Victor Tango. We'll look for it.
Southwest 6100, connect John Wayne Tower 126.8.
So there's the river.
Air Mexico 668's 4 from Honda, turn right heading 220, maintain 3,600 till established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 25 left approach.
It's going to be on the far side of that river.
Southwest 6100, John Wayne Tower 121 at 6, runway 20 right, clear to land. Rate 02 Sierra Bravo, connect SoCal departure.
I'm looking for it.
Fuel tank switched.
Is that it right there?
The 20791 SoCal, roger. River 802 Sierra Bravo. SoCal departure, radar contact, LA altimeter 2985. Remain outside the Los Angeles Bravo airspace. Report established on the Los Angeles 323 radial, level at 5,500, and I'll have Bravo clearance for you at that time.
Oh, goodness gracious, I can't see
It's
this thing.
2985 at LA. Air Mexico 668, connect LA Tower 120.905. Three Victor Tango Field now 1230, 8 miles.
1238 miles. We're still looking. 3 Victor Tango. That's it right there.
Mexico 668 LA Tower, good evening, 1240 at 7, runway 25 left, clear to land.
LA Center 3 Victor Tango, we have the field.
143 Victor Tango, roger, cleared, visual approach.
Roger, cleared visual approach, 3 Victor Tango. Alright, so let's start descending. It's that little patch of brown dirt right there.
Two Sierra Bravo, roger, I need you on the 323 radial at 5,500 and let me know when you're there.
Pulling the power back.
Yeah, I just can't have you climbing up into the Bravo. I need you established at 5,500 north of that Bravo shelf, and then I'll get you through.
Ooh, this is going to be a short runway.
143 Victor Tango. This will be shocking, but there's no traffic observed between you and the field. The radar services are terminated for cancellation of IFR in the ground, on the ground, or in the air on this frequency. Frequency change approved.
Roger, frequency change approved, and we'll look out for that guy that's following us, 3 Victor Tango.
He's about 80 miles behind you.
Roger. Alright, so there's supposed to be a Unicom frequency here. There isn't one. I'll jump over to Blythe traffic. Cool, Mesa traffic. Epic 143 Victor Tango, left base for runway 17. Actually, you know what? We're going way, way too fast. Roll this sucker over. Yeah, I still think it's right there. Blythe traffic, Quail Mesa traffic, Epic 143 Victor Tango, left base, runway 35. I get some flaps out.
Gear down.
You know, I don't think this is it. I don't think that was it.
Gear up.
I'm just looking at the picture here on the runway. One more time. Sorry about this. I'm trying to think and talk at the same, or I'm trying to think. Trying to find this airport. We gotta find this thing. Where is it? So there's the river. There's the river. Should be right up Mojave Road. I'm over it now. Now I'm looking for it. I thought I had it. It was a farmhouse. I decided not to land on the farmhouse. It's a dirt road. Alright, let's take a look at it. Okay, so... that's the canal. Supposed to be a road around here somewhere. This looks like it might be it right over here. This looks like it. So that looks like the picture. And that looks like an airstrip. We found it. Alright, slow it down. I just had to use my, find my reference points. Alright, Quail Mesa traffic, Africa 143, Victor Tango, final runway 30.
Gear down.
Flaps full. Nope. I missed it. I was lined up with a gutter. Alright, gear up.
Gear up.
I'll get it here this time. Ooh, too much pitch. Alright. So there's the airfield. We want to be left of that spot there.
Gear
Go ahead and
down.
put gear down at this point. Power into the turn. We don't want to lose any altitude right now. We're pretty low. Alright, here we go. Well, hard landing. But we're down on the runway. LA Center, Epic 143 Victor Tango. We can cancel FR. We're safely on the ground.
Pick 143 Victor Tango, that's your high cancellation.
We'll see you, and thanks for a great night through Victor Tango.
My pleasure as always. You done for the night?
Roger. It's midnight here on the East Coast, so we're off to work in the morning.
Dolph Mike, yep, left down, runway 30.
All right, folks. Well, thanks for sticking around with me.
Tango, Roger.
Thanks for sticking around. Roger R. or Roger Milneen, welcome. You just caught us at the end of the night here. Feel free to throw me a follow. Feel free to join our Discord channel if you'd like to know when I'm flying again. That was an interesting flight, since we didn't actually know where the airport was. So we found this little dirt strip and just made a horrible landing on it. So that's kind of interesting, at least. So, take a quick look around. External, let's go with a free camera. And so here's our little dirt strip in the middle of nowhere. And there's the runway, and there's our plane. So we made it, safe and sound. I fly Tuesdays and Thursdays, and sometimes on the weekend. I'm going to see if I can't squeeze in at least a flight sometime this weekend, maybe on Saturday. We'll see how it goes. And as always, we'll be here on the Pilot Edge Network doing the Alphabet Challenge in our trusty Epic E1000. Man, it looks just like the... Are you messing with me? I mean, if this isn't an airstrip, I don't know what it is. It looks just like it on the map. I mean, that's it. I am sure of it. I am looking at it right now. Quail Mesa Ranch. Here, I'm going to bring this up just so you can see it, Goldsy. Just so you can see it. Right there, Quail Mesa Ranch. Yeah, no, who knows, right? This is all ortho scenery too, so who knows how that works. I found the airport. I'm confident that I got the right one though. By the way, this airport is officially closed, permanently closed.
Number 5 Golf, Mike with 29010, Gus 19, runway 30, clear to land.
So we probably got to update the Quail Mesa ranch part of this trip, but when I load up this
20791 connects SoCal approach 126.7.
Yes, sir. Farm fertilization plane airstrip for sure. I suspect that there are not a lot of airports in the LA area that start with Q. But that's all right. I mean, what I did, and this is, I thought it was one of these places over here, and it just didn't look right. So I found the river, and then I went looking for the road. And when I found the road, the Mojave Road over here, I knew I was in the right neck of the woods. And then I saw this sort of
20791 SoCal approach, Roger, Palm Springs altimeter 2986.
And so I just started looking for my waypoints. So, yeah. So for the guy who's following Goldsy, you may want to send him just a hair north. But all right, guys, that's it for me. I am out of here. So have yourselves a wonderful evening. Be good to each other, and fly safe. I look forward to the Western Alphabet Challenge. I wonder if I can do it all in my trusty E1000. We'll see. But that's it for me. Have a wonderful evening. Good night, everybody. We'll see you on Tuesday, if not before, 8 o'clock Eastern. Good night.